Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Old Firm preview, brought to you by the Rangers Rabble as part of our Old Firm matchday coverage today. Hope we're all doing okay. Hope we're in decent spirits despite the position of the team at the moment. Obviously, a huge game in terms of can upset our big rivals in their hunt for the title, and it's an Old Firm derby, so always massive. Joining me today, I've got Ash to go over our preview of the game. So pleasure to be on with yourself, Ash. How are you doing today?
Yes, I'm not too bad, thanks, Calum. When I put myself down for this pod, I was slightly more enthusiastic than I probably am right at this very moment. But that is a reflection of how things have unravelled over the last sort of week or so. So you're right, Old Firm games are never meaningless, and it's just a shame today that we're there really to kind of stop the party rather than start our own party. But such is the way things have gone, particularly at Tynecastle last week.
No sugarcoating. I think there's definitely a bit of a lack of the battle fever on mine, to be honest. Yeah, it's really disappointing it's not us that's going into the title hunt, but what can you do, I guess? But I'm just going to start off, Ash, by going over the team news today, because I think there was a few sort of shockers in there, at least from my perspective anyway. And, quite a lot of chatter about it in our group chat and the like, but obviously, no Raskin in the squad at all. He's been someone who I'd say has been quite reliable in Old Firm games. He's had a lot of sort of big performances at Parkhead and all that. Had Ant-Man coming from the cold. You've got Diomande in there, Barron as well, Tavernier in there at right back. So quite a lot of sort of calls I think that could be questioned there. But also, team's not been playing great. He probably did have to make quite a few changes. But what's your initial thoughts seeing the team they've put out today, Ash?
Yeah, I'd agree with you. There's a few in there that I'm scratching my head at. I mean, I think with Raskin, I don't know. Maybe we'll find out, or maybe it's already out there, and I haven't seen it yet that he maybe is carrying an injury. I would suggest, given that he's not in the squad at all. Look, Raskin hasn't played particularly well in recent weeks, but then I don't think any of our midfielders have. So I probably would still rather have had him available today. Dio. Barron and Raskin had actually built up a pretty good partnership in the sort of early months of Danny's tenure. So today, my view would have been if all had been available, that's the three I would have gone with because I do have a little bit of concern about Chukwueze. I think he wants a little bit too much time on the ball and can be quite careless. And at Parkhead, that's a real worry. So he's had to go with what he's had to go with. But a bit like Antman and Barron kind of coming in from the cold. They've not really featured in these sort of cup final games that Danny's referred to in recent weeks. I mean, I know Barron's had a few minutes here and there, but nothing really meaningful. So I don't really understand that. I think Antman is someone who probably could have helped us in previous games, but didn't get a look in. So I guess the manager will touch on that. But there's a few in there, like, took me by surprise. Albeit I'm happy to see Antman start, if I'm honest, because I do think he's the best option we have on the right, given what's available.
Well, we'll continue on the right-hand side, Ash. We'll see quite a lot of talk about in the comments. I think one of the biggest calls Danny Rowe did make today was going with Tavernier at right back. To be fair to Tav, he's had a lot of big moments in these games before, and he is very experienced. But I think we all know that he's had issues defending against Maida in the past, and he has had obviously some quite poor games at Parkhead previously. There is Sterling there on the bench, and you'd probably suggest he offers you a bit more sort of defensive robustness and the like, but he maybe can't do as much going forward as Tav does. And to be fair, you could always bank on Tav maybe getting you a goal or an assist in a game like this. He has got a decent record. But what do you make of that? Do you think you're happy with that call? I think, to be fair, Sterling's not exactly been great recently either. Or do you think you would have gone with Dujon Sterling in that role if you were sort of picking the team?
I think that's a really important point because, Sterling on paper and in most people's minds, mine included, is stronger defensively, but in recent weeks has been found wanting. So again, it'll be really interesting to hear from the manager whether that's a tactical decision or whether, Sterling's maybe carrying a knock. I think he maybe went off at Tynecastle. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think he possibly did. So he maybe is just carrying something, in which case Tav, has to take that role on. I mean, I like you say, this is Tav's last Old Firm game. He'll be hurting after what's happened, how it's gone wrong again for him. So I'm sure he'll definitely be motivated. But the muscle memory of Maida in terms of he has just terrorised Tav in so many Old Firm games that it has me a little bit nervous. I do wonder if that's part of the reason why Antman's in today. because obviously Scott Olsen doesn't really offer too much going backwards, as we saw at Tynecastle. And I think Antman, having played in a fullback role for his international team, maybe will give Tav a little bit more cover. So that's maybe part of the thinking. But I mean, yeah, we just have to hope that we have a good game from Tav. He's solid, and we have to hope that we give Celtic enough to worry about going forward, that we're not going to be backs against the wall defending. Because if we are, looking at recent defensive records, etc., we're going to concede some goals.
Well, I think one of the big positives in that regard, though, is obviously Rob Menz has come back into the team. And I think, speaking to most Rangers fans, definitely, my opinion would be probably the best signing we made this season. I think he's definitely been one of our best players. I think what's impressed me a lot about him as well is he seems to have quite a good partnership with Moore doing that left-hand side, quite a good sort of understanding and link up there. So I think that's one of the big positives I would take out of the team is I think we've got a left-hand side that can potentially do some damage to Celtic, to be fair. But moving on to Ant-Man a wee bit, because I think that's another interesting one. He's someone who I don't think he's really had any sort of spell of consistency in the team, but you came off back of a great season in Holland last year, and I think you have seen from time to time when he has played, there clearly is a player there, there clearly is some ability. You look at the other options you had there, Ash, you could have gone with Gassama, who's obviously not a very popular man at the minute. You've got Skov Olsen, you've got, Bayrami potentially could have stuck out in the right, but I don't really mind him giving that man a shot in there, given how poor some of the other players' form is. I think you had to do something maybe a bit risky and change something up a wee bit. So I think I'm okay with that, although we obviously haven't seen much for him. How do you kind of see that going with Ant-Man out in the right this time around, linking up with Chermiti and moving the front three?
Yeah, I mean, I think of the options available, Antman's the one I think that gives you the most attacking threat. As you've touched on, he's not really played that many games for us. He's not had that many minutes. Part of that is injury, and part of it is the reality that I don't think Danny really fancied him, or in the past has. I suppose we all hope that he has a really good game and is really influential, but then we are going to be sitting there after the game saying, where was he against Motherwell? Where was he against Hearts? Because I think a lot of people were sort of saying that give him the opportunity. Clearly, what we've been doing on the right for the last period hasn't been working. We've not really been effective down that side at all. So why wouldn't you bring in someone who has shown that they have quality? Now, I'm not sitting here saying that Antman has been fantastic. There's been times this season where he has played for us and he's been poor. But has he been poorer than Skov Olsen? Has he been poorer than Gassama overall? I know Gassama's chipped in with some goals in some moments, etc. But he's had a lot of minutes. If Antman had the same opportunity to play, would he have contributed something similar? So I hope that's a conversation we're having, because it means Antman's come onto a game, and maybe that's promising for next season. But it will also be a bit of a kick in the gut because of the fact he might have been able to help us be in a better position.
Aye, it's a real shame because I think we all do know that Ant-Man does have, he can offer some of the Rangers, I think. I think he is good enough, and hopefully today we can start to see some of that. But aye, for whatever reason, it's really not worked out at all from this season. I think just kind of ending off on the team, I'll look at the bench a wee bit, and I've got to be honest, it's not particularly inspiring. I really would have liked to see Naderi in there, potentially to bring off the bench. So it's quite disappointing he's not been able to make the squad. No Raskin in there, so you'd assume there's maybe an injury, but you got a few names there. You got Gassama, Asgard, you got Bayrami, Majovski, Skov Olsen. You could potentially bring any of them off the bench. I think possibly Gassama at 60 minutes. I think he's probably a bit better off the bench, impacting the game with his pace. And you'd maybe change Majovski for Chermiti at some point, possibly later on. But I'll be honest, Ash, it's nothing amazing on the bench, I'd say, that he's really got to work with to change up the team. But is there anything you make of sort of the subs he's got that can potentially change the game with all?
I think you've covered it well, Calum. I think obviously the likes of Gassama is the obvious one if we need to make a change during the game. We talked about Antman. We know that Celtic can be vulnerable defensively. This is not a Celtic team with a huge amount of quality, and that's difficult to say given that they are more likely to win the title than we are. But certainly we can get at them, and I think the likes of Gassama running at scales, etc. Tierney, I think he can cause them some problems. And actually, the fullbacks for Celtic are quite important. So it's really critical that we keep them as far back as we possibly can rather than invite them onto us, because when they do that, we obviously struggle. So Gassama gives you that option. He will be able to come in when perhaps there's a few tired legs and cause some issues. Other than that, I mean, am I going to throw Asgard on? Asgard is almost guaranteed to get some minutes at some point today. Do I think he's going to use them to hurt Celtic? Probably not, based on what I've seen. Sterling may come on at some point. Will Roman's last 90 minutes? I think that's probably unlikely, given his fitness, etc. So I think we're going to see Sterling at some point. But yeah, if you're asking me if we're in desperate need of a goal, do I turn to that bench and say, right, one of you boys go and get the goal? Probably I'm not feeling that confident. And I'm sorry because I'm very negative today and I try not to be, but it is quite hard given everything we've been through over the last week.
Well, no, I can't blame you at all. I'm feeling the exact same way. But to have a slight positive look on it, we all know that Celtic this season aren't a very good team. They've lost a huge amount of league games. I think just looking at their squad, it's not a particularly good Celtic team compared to some that we've come up against in the past. So I think the one thing I'm kind of clinging on to is they are beatable if Rangers can show up. But there's nothing stopping us from winning that game. I don't think there's a massive amount between the squads, and they are very beatable on their day. But yeah, there is a lot of concerns there about the sort of quality he's got on the bench. I'm not convinced about the mentality of the players, given what we've seen in the second half at Tynecastle, first half against Motherwell. I think there's big question marks over whether they can do it in the crunch games or not. But as I say, the one bit of confidence I have is we're not a great team we're going up against. Yeah, we shouldn't really have much fear going there, given what other teams have been able to do against Celtic this season. But just to kind of finish off on that point, Ash, I know it's kind of an obvious question, but what are your kind of general confidence levels looking like going into this game? Like, are you really looking at it very negatively, or is there any sort of optimism within you at all that we maybe could get the one today?
I mean, Rangers have done their best to kick the optimism out of me this season. It's up and down like a roller coaster. But if you try and take the emotion out of the disappointment of the last week or so, and sorry to refer to it, but it is the elephant in the room. We went to Parkhead and we beat them last time. Now, don't get me wrong, first half we should have been well out of sight, but the players did rally and they did get a result. I think you're right to highlight that the quality of the squad, I don't think is, I'm not looking at the Celtic squad and terrified by their quality. I am a little bit frightened about their application and their attitude and outworking us, because I think that's maybe been evident in some of the games at Ibrox recently. But no, do we have a chance to win today? Of course we do. And if there's one thing this team has done this season is they have, they're unpredictable. We've had two really disappointing results. Would I be massively shocked if we go to Parkhead today and get a win? I wouldn't. Would it annoy me slightly? Possibly. But overall, I'd be pleased because it means we're obviously hurting Celtic, which is about all we can really do at this stage. So no, I don't think it's beyond the realms of possibility. I think what is critical in every single game, particularly at Parkhead, is you've got to survive that onslaught that was going to come your way the first 15, 20 minutes. If we can do that, if we can, not play hoofball, not panic, if we can try to play our game because we have quality that can hurt them and give them something to think about. If we are calm and get through that 20 minutes, then yeah, I think that we have every opportunity of getting a result. If we concede early, I do have concerns about how the squad will stand up to that atmosphere, because they know that if they win the game today, the title is pretty much theirs to go and take from Hearts. So it's a big game. The players will have to stand up and be counted. And they also are due us a performance after what we've been through over the last few weeks. And they're due that to those fans that are packed into that stadium. So hopefully that motivates them. And at the end of the game, we're talking about a win.
Aye, it's absolutely the least those fans are due, given what we've been put through this season. So hopefully the players take that into account and can give us a performance they really do deserve today. But what we're going to do, it has been put on the agenda for me to discuss. We're going to take a quick look at Danny Röhl's pre-match interview. It's only about a minute, so there's not very much there. I will just give a quick reaction to that in case there's anything sort of interesting he brings up there. So just 2 seconds, we should have that on screen for you. There we go.
Massive occasions, how prepared and ready are your team for this one today?
Yeah, every game, every Old Firm is special. I think now it's my 5th games, my 5th Old Firm in 6.5 months. I think every game is intensive, every game is special, every game has its own story. We are good prepared, we want to fight, we want to go, we want to hunt, we want to run, and we want to win this game.
3 changes to your team today, can you talk us through them?
Yeah, I think general, unfortunately, Nico, John and Ryan are not available. They have still problems with the muscle. The game was too soon. Yeah, Connor trained well the last couple of weeks. He deserved it, but he was on my list independent from Nico's situation. Yeah, and Ollie is back. I think it's also good to see him. He's very disciplined in the tactical part, and yeah, and finally, of course, Thure's back. I think this is what I said before. It was important last week to get minutes, and now he's ready to start.
There's still so much to play for today and in the games ahead. How important has that message been to the players this week?
Yeah, I think there's no question mark. I was very strong in this direction straight after the game. We have to play for 3 wins, and this is our job to do.
Yeah, so on that there, Ash, I'll be honest, I didn't take a huge amount from what he said. He's obviously talking about we got, 3 wins. That's the aim for the rest of the season, as you'd expect him to. I guess I'm pleased that he's talking about Robins match fit and he's ready to start. I think he's obviously a huge player for us. Talking about he's had a bit of game time last week. He should be match fit. Yeah, it's obviously a huge game personally for Danny Rowe. The pressure's really, really going to pile on if it's a bad one today. That's just kind of nature of life at Rangers. But hopefully he is able to get the job done. Did you sort of take anything from his wee pre-match piece there, Ash?
Not overly. I mean, I think he's in a difficult position. I think he knows the fans. He's not the most popular man amongst the fans at the moment. His big game record has not been great. And, we were unable to beat Celtic at Ibrox in recent Old Firm games when they were absolutely there for the taking. We should have absolutely annihilated them and we didn't. So, look, he is in a difficult position, but you're really right. I mean, for him, for kind of the trajectory of his Rangers career, he really has to get a result today. I know that he came into the club and things were a mess and he's turned things around. However, ultimately, you don't get to start again in the summer. That's not how it works. We can all be mindful of the challenges that he's had to deal with, but ultimately this season is going to end up in massive disappointment. And if we lose today, then that for me just sets a really bad tone, a really bad narrative over the summer, and the pitchforks are going to be out early for him next season if we don't start well. So I don't want that to happen. I want him to be successful, but the players have to stand up for him today. The other thing is, his in-game management has been criticised because he's not reacted quickly enough to changes that the opposition managers have made. And O'Neill, for anything you might want to say about him, he is quite proactive and he will change things. So if we are able to get a foothold in the game, Danny Rule is probably going to have to adjust at some point because Celtic will change something. So this is an opportunity for him to show us that he's got the ability to do that. It's all very well making a change at half time, but sometimes during the game, before a crisis happens, you're going to have to be bold and make a change. So, we'll see how he gets on with that today. But people are going to be watching it and really wondering, is this guy the guy to take us to the title next season? And a lot of that might be influenced by what happens today, whether that's fair or not.
I think it's very interesting you brought that up, Ash, because I remember last week against Hearts there was a lot of questioning of his in-game management in that game. We were so on top in that first half. It was really all there for us to go on and win the game. And then the second half, Hearts started to put a bit of pressure on, and he doesn't really react to it well enough when we end up losing the game and in such a sort of costly manner for the team. And I think with Danny Rowe, there are a few things you've got to obviously give him a lot of credit for. Obviously what he inherited and all that, but I don't really buy into this whole thing that, he got us back into the title race. But we're now potentially 7 points in Hearts that we could fall further behind. I'm not arsed about getting back into a title race. We need to be doing better when it comes to the crunch. It's not even like we've taken it right down to the wire. We frankly shat the bed in the first 2 split games, lost both games, and we really should have won. Yeah, it's really disappointing. I think it is so personally important for Danny Rowe. It would be such a sort of horrible way to end the season with a bad defeat to Celtic, just given the manner of how everything's went. I don't think the fans have fully turned on him yet. I think that would be a bit ridiculous. So he can maybe recover something if he's able to show some real managerial ability and beat Celtic at Parkhead today. But yeah, I think it's not great for him, and personally for him, it is going to be really, really important. Just to kind of end off, Ash, it's always difficult to predict these games, but do you have any prediction in mind for how you think it could go today? I'm not even going to ask you for a scoreline, but how do you kind of see the game going now? We know all the teams and heard Danny Rowe, and we've got all that out of the way. What do you think?
Oh, see, this is the bit where do I use my heart and what would I love to happen, or what do I think will happen? I think that the game will unfold the way that most people expect it to, in terms of that opening period being just relentless pressure. I think that's the first thing that everyone has to expect, particularly given the Hearts result last night. I think it was always going to be difficult no matter the circumstances, but they will be really, really up for it. And those players, despite all the criticism, the Celtic players can win a double this year, which is sickening to say, but it is the reality of where we are. So the players just have to stand up to that. They have to understand the context and the game that they're playing. Old firms are always special, but this is maybe more so for us in terms of our long-term future and Danny's, etc. So yeah, I think that the first 15, 20 minutes are going to be relentless pressure. We've got to be brave. We've got to maybe give them a bit of a bloody nose, and then you'll have that period in the middle of the half where things probably settle down. If we can get to half time either in the lead or certainly drawn, then I do fancy us to be able to do something in the second half. But I probably don't see a situation where Rangers take an early lead as much as I would love that to happen. If that did happen, it'd be very interesting to see how Celtic responded and how the fans respond. But I think for me, it's just about getting through those opening exchanges unharmed and then trying to play our game and taking it from there. And look, Chermiti scored. He likes a big game goal, so hopefully he can pop up and do something. And Antman Moore, obviously, he's struggled in recent weeks because of injury. He's not on form, but we know how much he likes to beat Celtic and what that goal meant to him at Parkhead. This is his last Old Firm game as well, so I expect a big performance for him. So, yeah, there's a lot of players that have got a lot of motivation today. Just sadly not the motivation we all wanted, which was to go for the title.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think a few interesting things you raised there. Chermiti, for example, that does give me a bit of optimism. He really has shown that in these sort of big occasions, domestically anyway. He does have a lot he can offer the team. I think, I remember at the start of the season how widely panned he was as a flop signing, how much stick Tailwell was getting from him. And there still is a lot of question marks there about whether he is the sort of Rangers number 9 we need going forward. The kind of evidence would suggest, based on the seasons went, maybe not. But I do think he's someone where when he's on his game, he can bully defences, he can link up the play really well. He does have a good finish about him, good physical presence. Same with Mikey Moore. He's obviously a player who he's exciting. He wants to take players on. I don't think he shows fear in games like this, and he's someone that can damage Celtic. Weirdly, because the pressure's kind of off now, like you're saying, Ash, it wouldn't entirely surprise me if they do sort of show up, perform, and maybe get the win. Then it's just a shame that even if we do get the win, I'd obviously be buzzing, but it's just it would feel a bit flat given what was at stake a few weeks ago. I kind of agree with you about we're going to have to survive probably a 20, 30 minute spell of Celtic going all at us. That is kind of tradition when you go to Parkhead. But what I would say as well, they're not a great team. They've struggled in almost every sort of domestic game they played recently. They're only sort of narrowly beaten sides they really should be beaten more comfortably. So it's a very difficult one to call for me. They've obviously got so much in the line to play for. You can only imagine they'll go attack. But, if you want me to do a score prediction, I'm going to go with my heart. I'm going to say Rangers take it 2-1 narrowly, because I think we can do it. If we're up for it, I think we really can do it. But Ash, are you gonna bold a score prediction, do you think, or are you going to decline on that one?
Look, I don't want to be negative, so I am going to just ignore everything I've seen over the last few months, and I'm going to say that we're going to sneak it out with a cheeky. There'll be goals on both sides. So, do you know what? 2-1 actually, Cam. Sorry to be boring that I've picked the same score as you, but I could see a 2-1 situation. So hopefully we've put that out there, and that's what will happen. And if so, we have to do every Old Firm build up from now until the end of time. That's the rules.
No, let's just ignore all the evidence. Be delusional. 2-1 win for Rangers. Why not? But
ignore everything we've just said. We're going to win today. Enjoy the 90 minutes, folks, effectively. Just skip to the end of the podcast. You don't have to watch the other half an hour.
Exactly, Ash. Well, anyway, guys, I hope it ends up being a great 90 minutes for us. Let's see how it goes. We'll say no surrender. Get the battle fever on. We're actually going to be departing you now. We're going to be going over to Alex for the rest of the year. Your match day coverage today, so please do stay tuned in. Thank you very much to Ash for joining me for the preview today. And yeah, we'll catch you all very, very soon, team. Take care.
Look at that. Nice and easy. Thank you very much, Calum. Much appreciated, my friend. So as we get ready for the game, let's get a wee bit of housekeeping on the go here. As Robertson Arms says, after Guy the Waynes, the sweeties back. No, they're staying with me, right? I'm keeping the sweeties. They're not happening. But Massive game today. Ray, mate, I'm good, mate. Thank you very much. Right, let's get some stuff sorted here. I need to sort that comment because it's going to wind me up. The fact that it's just a wee bit too close. Let's pull it there. Hopefully that's fine. So how are we? Swap a chicken. I'm not getting all of that, by the way. Swap a chicken. Oh, Hightower's here. Oh, enjoy the game. Here we fucking go. Exactly. Here we go. Right, where's that comment? Right, no spoilers or you get booted out. Exactly as Decky says, keep the spoilers to an absolute minimum. As this is a public show, spoilers can happen, but they will be treated with a swift boot in the balls. No, you'll just be muted for 5 minutes. If you spoil again, you will be kicked out. So please keep that to an absolute minimum. Let's get this all sorted. There we go. There's the comment there. For us, no spoilers or you'll be timed out. Wait for Alex. Wait for me and we will be good. Let's see. Ash was absolutely loving Danny Rowe. She was absolutely loving Danny Rowe. Cheer up, Ash. Oh, right. Let's get that off the screen. Here he is. Oh, Chimity needs a haircut. Oh, what do you mean he needs? Well, he needs a haircut in that lineup, but that's the photo they've got. I'm a wee bit annoyed because like Nasser, he doesn't know on it. So it's a wee bit annoying, but well, there you go, Willie Shakespeare. You're asking a wee fan. Well, he's not even playing, so there you go, son. He's not even playing, so he can't be a fan. He's not playing. Robertson in arms. My mate, how are you, mate? The system the players didn't like it on to these players. They've got a winning mentality. We don't. We really don't, and that's why these players need to be up for this for a minute. Go the day because it's going to go. See if they're not, we'll get run over, and we absolutely will. I wish to thank you very much to Calum and Ash as they took us through the half-time build-up there. Great points, obviously the guys talking about this team, the mentality, what we need to be doing, but it's going to be a massive game for Rangers. I will say that at half-time, it will be me and Martin taking you through your half-time, so get ready for that. I did say to Martin when he phoned, he was like, I mean, you'll do half-time. I says, are we going to be smiling or no? Because when him and Kenny were smiling at the weekend, I was at him and Scott were smiling, then what we then went on to lose. So they can't be smiling at half-time. No smiling allowed. Snipers on patrol. Can't even spark a cigarette without getting nicked. Oh, dear Mandy to be booked in the first 5 minutes. That's been generous. I'm getting it the first 3 minutes. It's dear Mandy after all. Right, what we'll do, we'll leave that right there so I can see. Get rid of Raskin. Well, you're not happy with Raskin. He's not even playing to get rid of him. He's not even in the team, my friend. He's not even in the team to get rid. Oh, the nerves. Listen, the title might be out with our grasp, but it's still an offer. Still 3 points at the end of the day. Rangers, they can't really do anything, but we'll wait and see. How's it? How they've already they're going to win a trophy. They're going to beat Dunfermline. If they win the day, they could be winning the double. How's that not a winning mentality? How many titles have they won over the past couple of seasons? You can't be saying that's not a winning mentality. You cannot be saying it's not a winning mentality. Right, that's just getting muted and I'm not listening to that. I'm behind the couch. If only I could be, mate. I've not got a couch that big, but it'd have to be an absolute mountain of a couch. Also, I thought it was a 4-3-3. It's a 4-2-3-1. Dio playing in the 10. That is interesting. I thought Dio would be playing a bit deeper. What do you mean in that? They've still got a winning mentality. How many games have we lost this season? And they're still sitting second. Scales, Johnson, Tierney, McGregor, Engels, Maeda, McCowan. There's players in there that are more than capable of winning a title. And so I don't see why you're saying they've not got that mentality. They should be fighting for a second, but he's threw the toys at the pram. Oh, we should be fighting for a second. I'll go with you. I've got the monster right there. So over there you go. Get him out. Get him gone. Right, let's get ready with the tiny clock. No something else. Get it out the gutter. The tiny clock is ready to go. Exactly, Cassie. Exactly. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Trying, in all honesty, with you, mate. I don't. Tab versus Maeda, the saga continues. I looked at the team sheet and named the players that were literally on that team sheet. So you're saying I named 3 that are playing. I looked at the team sheet. I don't know what you're on about. I literally looked at the team sheet and named the ones that were playing. Right, as we get ready for kick-off, Connor Barron to get us underway. And we are underway. Let us go. Let us go. Long ball from Butland. Tab can't get hold of it, but it's going to be interesting to see how effective or non-effective James Tavernier is going to be today, having Dyson Maeda running at him. I did say to Martin, they're trying to play him up top, so it will be, by the looks of it, Luke McCowan out wide. And the tiny clock is off. You leave my tiny clock alone. Nothing wrong with my tiny clock. I think my tiny clock's a wee bit far ahead. Aye, there you go. Bang on time. Bang on time. Connor Barron, and then James Tavernier is miles out of position here. So that you and Martin, the surface bugger at half time, just great. It is me and Martin, so that'll be just great for you, Paul. Win the midfield battle, you win this game. Hopefully. I've not got a good feeling either, Josh, in all honesty. Not got a good feeling at all. Buying a recovery lager. How's the hinges in that door? Oh, they're done for, mate. Done for. Oh, handyman, how are you? Hightower's perfectly sized. No, it's not a small clock. Leave my tiny clock alone, right? Leave my tiny clock alone. We've got Torchy, one sleeve, Chukwueze. Oh. Knock off the negative waves. Can he, mate? Can he? Dad, please be a defender today. Oh, you're asking for too much there. Listen, I said it earlier on. This is an opportunity for brownie points more than anything. That's a great ball, though. Yo. Oh, he just fucking absolutely sells Barron's shot there. They were caught out of position here. Oh, shot for distance. Fucking Butland wasn't aware of that one there. Jesus. Actually turned over possession in midfield from a silly pass from Chukwueze. McCowan gets the shot straight at Tav. Luckily, we managed to recover. That is some start. My God. Ho, ho, ho. The dancing line symbol is very interesting. When it comes to football, you can never know what happened. You really don't know what happened, my friend. You don't. Oh, I don't. Oh, there's the distribution of it from Jack Butland. Fuck me. Oh, Mikey Mills on a run here. Mikey Mills on a run here. Chimity. Oh! Oh, he's just past the post. Oh. Unlucky there from Chimity with his first shot at goal today. Unlucky. Do you think Hearts win it would be good for the league? I think it gives that a bit of variation. If it's no us, it's Hearts with the second best option, Jody. So you probably say aye, a very shaky start there from Jack Butland. Very shaky. Right, we're gonna move this just a wee, not that way. There we go, just so it's right in the middle because it's pissing me off. Chukwuemeka can't pass a simple ball, come in a tackle. That's what it brings. Aye, it's a wee bit shocking there from Chukwuemeka. Barron was literally right in front of him and he still couldn't get the ball to him. So that's something to worry about. You're having to put the ball out of play there. There was no pressure. I'm 2 days late. What do you mean 2 days late? For what? He's not FIFA 17 Butland. He's not got Chris Small in front of him. Aye, Chucky's causing odds issues. Well done, Connor Barron. Close that down, though. Oh! Fucking that's a bit of a late one there on Connor Barron, is it not? How is that not a late one on Connor Barron? Fucking how? How is that not a late one on Connor Barron? We look very slow, Bob. Very slow. Chukwuemeka just not knowing where the fuck he is right now. Oh, it's honestly his touch is honking. Oh. I know booking. Chukwuemeka doesn't know where he's meant to be. One, he's fucking go for it. Oh, how is that a fucking free kick? He gave me the fear already. Fish. Big Giga. He's gave me the fear already. Nah, nice and comfy. All right, fuck dog. Oh, are we, sir? Chukwuemeka slower than Asgard. Fuck, that's a feat. I'm on the game, Alex. I'm 2 days ahead of you. I'm like Mystic Meg. Marathon man, Brian. Getting touchy, it is. Good pass. Right, that should be a word. Fucking punting the ball away. That should be a word. You've literally blown the whistle and he's punted the ball away. A bit fucking scary, to be fair, Paul. I'm not the most confident looking at it. When you like the fact that it's Sterling, Magoma, Aarons, so no centre backs at all. Asgard, Scott Wilson, Miovski, Sam, and Bayrami. There's a few attacking options, but nothing really if we need anybody to come and shore up that midfield. There's no possibility of getting a centre back on, so it's going to be bit of a scary one, but it just means that if Dusan Sterling's needed, he will come on at centre half because we've got nobody there for that cover. It's definitely a yellow. It make you get out, son. Get out. Romans. Keep them high here. Keep them high. It's not a foul. Well done, Fernandez. Committee. Thank you, Come on, Mikey! Rangers 1! Celtic 0! Mikey Moore with a goal! Fucking come on! Rangers 1! Celtic 0! Come on! Come on! What a start, Rangers! Fucking come on! It's Mikey Moore! Not a foul, not a foul. Mikey Moore. He stays on. He's fucking stayed on side as well. Well done, Mikey, son. Fucking come on. It's Mikey Moore. Come on. Watch the VAR check now. Tell you, watch the VAR check. But I agree with Dougal. I do agree with Dougal. Fantastic for Yusuf Chamiti. Just the wee knock on the side, runs it through, bang. And it has been given. Rangers 1, Celtic 0. Mikey Moore with the opener. Massive. Massive for Rangers. Oh. It's good with the goal, Stuart. Everything's good. Well, Hearts will be cheering their socks off right now. Brilliant, by the way. Absolutely fucking brilliant. Romans! Come on! Fucking Tower Romans getting stuck in. I don't feel like celebrating depressed. Celebrated the goal 2 days ago. Show Shankland that's how you scored into an open goal. I can't believe you missed that open goal yesterday. Oh, we need to stay switched on. 100% we do. Here come Rangers again, though. Ant-Man. Oh, he's unlucky. He's done well, though. Get stuck in. Notice Butland's playing the long ball, and it's working to get us up the back. It's working every time. One of his Hearts fans just messaged, follow. Well, listen, all they need is a point to come fucking Wednesday if we win this game. How many times are they going to get away with the shirt pulls here? Oh, we need to be all over them the full game, Stephen. The full game. That's exactly it. They're still the Champions League playoff. What a ball that is from Mikey Moore. Tav's on his way. Plays that forward to Chamiti. Chamiti's done well. Oh, open net. Oh, Mikey, how have you not scored the open net? Oh, Mikey. Oh, where's the offside here? And he takes it. That's not a handball. Yeah, that's cool. What the fuck? It comes off his hand. Fair enough. Joining technically as a neutral today, but I'm a Rangers fan today on behalf of Hearts. No, you get a handball, Paul. There's no offside, you get a handball. All dementia is going to happen. He's not here telling him to calm down. Romans, Chikwame, Fernandez, Dio. Committee plays it out wide to Tav. Great take from Tav. Drills it. Just doesn't make its way into the middle. Comes back out to Tav though. Tav puts it in again. Oh. Fernandez just sits him on his arse there. It definitely was a handball. Chimiti and Moore have started well. So much space for Tav on the right and Ant-Man cuts inside. I know, fucking, like, why can we not play like this against fucking Hearts and Motherwell? Honestly, so poor to see that we can step up for these games. I know, the space that Tav has is fucking mental. That's a great ball over the top. Chimiti! Oh! Chuame. Aaron. Tav. Rangers corner. All right, okay. Radio said it was offside. We have them on the ropes. We fucking do. We have them on the ropes here. Tur Roman's going over to take the corner. What do you want now? Fucking, you can stop fucking knocking the misses out, man. Alex sounds like we're all over it. We are all over them. We are, Paul. We are. I will say that we do not promote domestic violence on this channel. If anything, my missus would knock me the fuck out. So, aye, just put that out there. Shut the fuck up, you. Ball in here from the corner. Oh, Fernandez just could not direct that goalward there. If Chimiti could find the second touch, he would have two already. 100%. 100%, mate. 100%. Different Ant-Man gives his night and day with Gassama. I fully agree with you. It's actually silly to see Celtic getting forward here, though. That's surely a foul from Maeda. Puts it wide anyway, but fucking hell, surely that's a foul from Maeda. Just as easy as that to break through, by the way. As easy as that. One ball from Yang. Maeda bullies over Giga and just puts it wide. My money's on the missus. So's mine, by the way. My money's on it too. She reckons, well, listen, they're not here. All my snacks are here, right? So we're good. Don't you worry. And then I've got my cans of Monster. I've got the can that I'm not going to be drinking yet because it's the colours. But, mate, I'm sorted. I don't get how he's out-muscled him there. I think there was a foul in it. Oh, fucking hell. They're fanning about at that side there. He did give a call. He did. I honestly don't know how he's given a free kick against Fernandez when all he did was jump for the ball. Get the lone player off the fuck. How was that their foul? Oh, come on. No need to play the ball in the back when the long balls are working. I fully agree with you. I fully agree. Pumping this up the top, they're just not coping with the balls going long, and they're obviously struggling with Tav running wide. Maeda doesn't foul. And then there's no free kick. Exactly. I'm looking for an option here. I'm fucking about with that pass there. Oh, and Romans does so well to get back across. They are fucking struggling here, by the way. Stuart, I agree with you, buddy. I do. Same with yourself, Paul. I agree. Maeda is one of the dirtiest, but Welsh is fucking knows exactly what he's doing. We all know it. As soon as one of the Rangers players puts in a tackle and gets booked, then the cards will come out. We spoke about it at the last Old Firm, and it was something like 19 fouls or something before they got a booking. I think we had 8 with 4 bookings. Something silly. That do not quote me on that numbers because I know that's not the case, but it's something like that they got away with so much. He is school entrusted, to be fair. Oh, watch him get the yellow card. I knew it. Yellow card there for Yusuf Trimiti. Yellow card for Yusuf Trimiti. Standing on his toes. The exact same foul that we've seen from Alistair Johnson on fucking Tower Romans. Not a booking. That one, though, booking. Ah. So we see the exact same foul about 5 minutes ago. Not a foul, not a booking. That one, booking. Exactly, Bob. There you go. What now? What now? Right, then get a card out. Get a fucking card out. If there's a fucking arm in the face or anything, get a card out. How is that not a booking? Blatant. Yep, we knew it would happen. How's that not a foul? How is that not a booking? He could have been killed. He could have broke his toes. Fuck's sake, Cassie. Oh, Rangers just need to step up the pressure a wee bit here. They've kind of just decided to sit back a wee bit. They need to go for the jugular, need the second goal. We've seen it far too many times. Go for that second. Well done, Chukwueze. Well done, Chukwueze. How's that not a foul from Luke McCowan? Oh, come on, man. Rest are on the payroll. We all know it. Well, listen, like Chukwueze, for all of the criticism he's had, he's a very good master at the dark arts. The amount of times he's drawn fouls in this game alone is just shows he's getting so much time to draw fouls. Bad pass from him though. Four of us there, and nobody's able to get a tackle in. Mikey coming across. Tower Romans needs to get it wide, and he does. Needs to keep at it though. Look at the space in that wide. I can't even read that, Paul. We're on a public show. The second and third is needed. Oh, I know. I agree with you. It is. It's needed because it'll not take long for them to get a goal. If they do, their heads go up, ours go down. We've seen it far too many times. Far too many times. The passion is mental here, Darryl. Tell you that, my friend. It's all right. We are fully sitting back, by the way. Fully sitting back now. The fact that we're just allowing them to dominate the possession a wee bit here. One each. One each. Yang with a goal. One each. I literally just said it. One each. We literally fucking said it. How many players are in front of the goalie? But fuck me. Oh, there it is. Aye, it was coming, Bob. You probably got to say they're all to blame. They're all ball watching, as Dad Perso says. They're all ball watching. What's going on here? Why the captain's been brought in here? Is this a VAR check? What's going on here? There's a VAR check. It's for the two players that are in front of Jack Butland. There's two of them in an offside position in front of Jack Butland. Aye. No, I do agree with you, Dougal. There's two of them in front of Butland that are... One's impeding him, Negrin. Oh, Paul, that's a spoiler. Nah, it's been given. Oh, fuck. No, it's not offside, Jason. Two offside, one in front of the keeper. Given. Well, so it'll do for it again now for Rangers. Oh, it didn't take long at all. They were right in front of Butland. Two of them still given. Ross the boss, try harder. You've come in to a Rangers Watchalong, pal, and you're talking about cry harder. That is obsession at its finest. So you can go on about cry harder, but that is obsession, my friend. Why would you be in a Rangers watch along when your team are more than likely doing a watch along on their own channel, and yet you're sitting watching us? Another honest mistake. We need to see how they react now. Right, exactly. Whilst drawing, whilst drawing that. This is how Rangers are going to react now, because they're starting to go back in a wee shell here. Deal. It's a long ball to Ant-Man. Kind of on him. Oh. I'm saying not factual, but I don't see how. It probably has to be fair, Paul. Let's be has to come out and say something at the end of the season. Oh, well done, Romans. Well done, Romans. Gives it to Mikey Moore. Mikey Moore. Oh, that is a corner. Scales had to put it over. It is what a public, because we're doing public until the end of the season, Paul. Oh. Aye, that is very true, lad. Very true. We'll reward Gollum in an extended contract. Right, corner in here from Rangers. Into the middle. So that's a foul on Mikey Moore. Mikey Moore's just been snapped down there. We've got a 4-on-2. Great touch, by the way. Great fucking touch from, I think that was Emmanuel Fernandez, just to get back and cover that, because that was a dangerous counter attack. Nadiri's not even on the bench, Kenneth. It's Bojan Miovski. Was it Giga? Giga. That was a great recovery, by the way. Fucking a 4-on-2, and that's the recovery we get. Rangers again just try to slow this game down. Ball over the top from Mikey Moore, though. That was Giga, the speed of him there. Rangers defending, caught it again. We waste a lot of time deciding on the pass to make. Bassey vibes, I thought I said. You said Nadiri, buddy, but it's all right. Won the Bears. Exactly, Danny. Won the Bears. Alistair Johnson pretty much unmarked out wide there. It probably shouldn't, Paul, but it's all right. Are both. Aye, they're both offside. Aye. We can handle a wee bit of coming in and trying to be funny and that. But the fact is that it's still a Rangers pod. We're going to give folk what they want. If they want to come in and be an arse, go for it. That's a great ball to Barron, though. Barron, the Dio just sends McCowan for a wee mix up in the midfield there. Romans, and Mikey Mill just decides I'm not going to run here. Go Aston United stand, who was just sold for 7 million, whether Watchalong should be public. Never had a members Watchalong ever. That's how you get folk in. I found it off. Why are we competing in a league that's blatantly corrupt? Start again from the bottom tier of England, rise to the leagues there. Won the Bears, get into this. This point, can't win the last Celtic game. It'd be something good. Midfield getting overrun, that's a big issue. It's too easy. It's far too easy than I'm trying to keep up with all the comments here, but it's gone a wee bit too quick. So if I don't read your comment, I can only apologise. I am trying to keep up with them. That's not a foul on Connor Barron there. I was waiting to say. That's definitely a foul on Connor Barron. Bob, I don't know if you at that point, if you're a Rangers man or a Celtic man, because another foul to them when Rangers got a foul, I was like, oh, okay. There's just no competing in this midfield at all. Just joining from Sydney. Hope the Gers can show some true spirit and get done on the patch. Be strong and dominant. No, until this is done. No sleep until this is done. Too many stakes, out of pressure. Chicky needs to step up. He's just a wee bit deep here, to be fair. Oh, Barron, that's shocking. He's going to get a free kick anyway. Sorry, Bob. Sorry, Bob. Sorry. Sorry. I will apologise. Oh, well done, Romans. Is there any young players on the bench? No, there's no young players at all. We are actually terrible under pressure. We fully are terrible under pressure. But bar Dujon Sterling, this is probably our best fielded team right now. So realistically, like there's no many changes you can actually make. Bar Dujon on the right. You know what I'm sick of sitting back at 1-0. Oh, it's honestly, Dick, it's so infuriating. Barron can't tackle. Antman has been ranked, and this is why Olsen gets played. Even when he's off, it can produce out of nothing. Antman is just League One level. Mind, we had that goal at Dundee chalked off for the exact same thing. We did, we did. They're just getting free rein in the midfield here. Chukwame. Fuck, get the ball forward, man. Oh, my God. Oh, I get the impression Roll overthinks things a lot. Scott Wilson to score the winner second half. Let's find out. There's no pressure. We're just allowing him to pass around. Well done, Fernandez. Well done, Fernandez. Plays that ball forward for Chimiti. Chimiti's chasing. And he's won as a throw-in very high up. Fucking well done, Emmanuel Fernandez. Actually fucking taking on players. Getting himself out of his own half. Getting a ball forward and trying to release Chimiti. About fucking time, man. About time. That's our centre half having to do that. Our centre half. Fucking hell, man. Jesus. That man is looking anonymous. Ball in the middle here. Out wide to Ant-Man. Played in the middle. Oh. How have you given a foul when we've got a player down with a fucking head knock? How is that their foul? That's not a foul on Dio, man. That's not a foul on Dio. That's not a foul on Dio. Young is flew in there, and that's not a foul on Dio. He didn't give the head knock. He didn't give the head knock. He gave a free kick to them. He didn't give the head knock. Dougal. Is he going to go out wide to Ant-Man? He is. Ant-Man. Oh, he's fucking sold Ant-Man. So dirty there, too. Martin will be on at half-time, aye. He saw the foul for them. He gave them a foul. He gave them the foul. Didn't he give us fuck all? Rangers corner. Exactly, CGM. If that's in the middle of the park, that's a foul to us. Exactly, blame that man. Exactly, didn't stop it. And then as soon as you saw a foul for them, it was stopped. Right, another Rangers corner here. Can we get this one in the middle? Have ball in, and it's just sailed over fucking everybody. Oh my! That just sailed over everybody. That literally just sailed over everybody. You have to hope this is the bad half. Aye. If that was my captain, I wouldn't listen to Bale. And then he says he doesn't set a good example of making so many mistakes. I can't wait for him to go and just get some decent free kicks again. Oh, that's just been done again there. Oh, no, sorry, Oliver Ant-Man. Can't believe there's still people saying to give him another season, he'll pop up with a goal, no doubt, but he's terrible. I think Tav needs to come off already. I think he'll come off at half time. Ant-Man probably comes off as well. You probably see Sterling and Scott Wilson coming on that right hand side. Dio. Rangers breaking here. Fucking, how is that not a fucking yellow card? It is about time that is a yellow card on Liam Scales. That is fucking disgusting, by the way. Or Alistair Johnson, even. That is fucking disgusting. You take Ant-Man and you take off Tav. And then he's got the cheek to protest that he did fuck all wrong there as well. Be like Bob. Bob knows to have a shite. Ant-Man's done fuck all. Fuck's it. Not a thing. Not a thing. Montgomery Bombs is getting booked. My friend, Monster. Should be 2 yellows. I think you probably play Sandman with Scott Wilson, in all honesty. Stammer's on the bench as well, aye. Man, chasing this one down. He's not going to get there, though. Oh, it'll be a straight red for us. Aye. It's a green colour. No, it's a black can. Look, it's black. 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 What is that defending, by the way? What is our defending there? Hold on, Butland. Fucking. Whoa. Butland could work for every delivery is that bad. Oh, well done. That was brilliant. Oh, that's annoying me. I need to fix that. She might still get the ball here. She's holding it up. Holding it up. Done well to find Chukwueze. Barron. Tav. That should be another yellow card. Let me try that again. Just bring up that. I have no clue what we're doing at the back, by the way. That was just a wee comment to bring up just to get it up. Lock that in place. There we go. Right. My offside, simple shit like that goes against us. Oh, but we're not going to get it. Doing well seeing their players. Right, I need to figure out how to fix that. That's going to annoy me. We'll do it. We'll just move it in this. It's like that. So that the comments come over. It's going to wind up. Let's have a look. Yeah. Nope. I will figure it out. Right, Tav on the free kick here to whip this in the middle. Tav puts it in. Oh, goal kick. Nasser Giga just cannot get that there. See if I put that in front like that. And then bring up a comment. What's that do? Aye. Not there. Like that. There we go. Why are folk blaming Giga when it was Fernandez at fault? Easy target. Easy target. Look at the space. Thankfully, we get away with that one there. Tab just punts it to nobody. One word. Shite. Oh. Let me see, actually. If I can now move that over there. This should be better because we'll see it. Since we got that goal, it's been poor play. I agree. Get space. They're just getting to do whatever they want. This is so true, by the way. Why are the comments doing that? That's really annoying me. That they're not actually showing. Right. Comments won't be coming back up. So I can fix that, folks, okay? I just need to be able to fix that because it's really annoying me. Hightower, Ant-Man, who be subbing him off for? It probably will be Scott Wilson. Aye, it probably will be. It'll be Scott Wilson that comes off. I can't see it being any other way, in all honesty, just because of how poor we're seeing from Ant-Man. He's not offering anything at all. One minute. Nah, right. We're just going to make him out. Just can't get onto them that. The midfield definitely needs sorted out at half time. 100%, mate. It really does. On you go, Mikey. Oh, fucking just can't win that there. And of course, it's offside. Of course. Is that how far the ball is? Ref, aye, because it definitely wasn't there. Well, that ball was quite clearly moving. Oh. Look at the space that Calum McGregor's got in that midfield, man. But how far are we going to play into this? Fucking 1 minute. And there we go. So at half time, it is Rangers 1, Celtic 1. Rangers started off the better team, got themselves in front, but just were not able to capitalise on that lead. They just looked that bit poorer, in all honesty with you. They're going to need that second half, massive second half now to actually come out and show what bottle they've got, because my God, that was so poor that I don't know what Rangers actually go and do here. I just think that this is going to be an opportunity for Rangers now to step up a wee bit and actually show that they deserve to be here, deserve to be playing in this game, because right now they're showing nothing, absolutely nothing. It's going to be a long second half for Rangers if they don't get this right quickly. But I am pleased to announce that I am no longer alone. I cursed this man for his chat at halftime before the game. He made me think that I was going to be smiling, I was going to be a happy boy, and all of a sudden I'm no. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring in Martin. Martin, how are we?
I'm all right, mate. I'm all right. In terms of that first half, I mean, I could be wrong, but here's how I seen it. Celtic started well. We get into the game pretty quickly. We got a good goal. We showed that we can hurt them. Trusty's a mile off it today. I don't know what's going on with him, because he's usually quite a consistent performer for Celtic. But, you know, Mike came out with a nice finish. Chermiti's bullying the Celtic defence. And then, for whatever reason, we just fall off it again. And look, yeah, it's one of these ones. Look, Celtic haven't been great this season, but neither have we, right? So you're going to expect a bit of pressure at their place. It's always going to happen, but their goal, from our point of view, is just such a poor defensive goal to concede. I think what you have to hold your hands up and say is that Luke McKeown, for me, started the game so poorly. He's so weak. He's easy to take the ball off. However, it's a phenomenal pass from him. And then he picked up a little bit after that, I think, where he started to actually play quite well. It's a great pass. It's a good finish. However, and I'm not just saying this with my blue tinted specs on, it's offside. It's offside. And had we still been in a title fight, I'd probably be a lot more angry than what I am, to be honest with you, Alex. The fact that it was offside. Because we have seen in Europe, it doesn't matter whether the goalkeeper's getting to it or not. If you've got a player standing directly in front of a goalkeeper who's in an offside position, it's offside. So I think we're really unfortunate there. And people are probably going to disagree with this, not the first part, but the second part. Chukwuemeka's yellow, I think, is harsh at that time in the game. I don't think there's a need to give it. I know why it's been given, but I just don't think in this type of game there's a need to be given it. And I know that Alistair Johnson's went in really hard for his yellow, but for me, I'm old school in terms of my football. He gets the ball. Alistair Johnson. He comes in really hard, and if he connects with him, it's going to be that could be a serious injury. But for me, he doesn't connect with him. He gets the ball. He wins the ball. I don't think that's a foul, let alone a yellow card. Just my opinion. Out with that, Nick Walsh has been okay. He's not really had much to do. It's two decent teams, no more than that, having a go at each other. And that's really all it is. And basically now we go into that second half, and the question is, have the players and has Danny Rule learned from previous games where we've played good or well in a first half? And albeit for this one, we've played well sporadically, but every time we get forward, we look like we can score. But then again, every time Celtic get forward, they look like they can score as well. So the second half's going to be, has Danny Rule and the players learned from previous games, and can we come out and make an actual challenge in this second half? Because if we don't, Celtic will run over the top of us, they'll win, and they'll probably then, in my opinion, go on and win the league.
I will first of all say that it was Yusuf Chermiti that was booked, not Tochi Chukwuemeka.
Sorry, Chermiti.
But I will say that I fully agree with you, mate. I really do. Rangers, Danny Rule, and the players need to come out here and make a difference in the second half. For me, we have to see the change of either Gassama or Scott Wilson coming on for Oliver Antman, because he's been non-existent. There was a few times the ball got put over to him and he was in acres of space. And he managed to get a wee ball in the middle. Bar that, Martin, he has done nothing. I thought he was going to be there to cover Tav. He's not really covered him at all. That's been barren.
Who's been brilliant, by the way?
He has. He can't pass a ball, but he's been brilliant.
Yeah, because that's not his job. That's not his job.
No, definitely not. But I do think Oliver Antman has to come off. Few comments are saying...
Do you know what I would do, Alex, in the second half? I would push Tav to right wing and bring Sterling on and take Antman off. Because see the amount of times in that first half that Tav's picked the ball up on the right wing and Antman's been nowhere, right? Yeah. And as you've seen a couple of times in that first half, Tav's defensively still, and he's getting worse because he was never great, but defensively still, he's too easy to get past. You don't get past Dujon Sterling easily. No. And I genuinely think, just for this 45, unless he wants to go and change it and bring on a Gassama or an Olsen, imagine we could bring on a Finlay Curtis in this situation, by the way. But anyway, for me, the start of this second half, if he's going to make a change, Dujon Sterling comes on at right back, Antman comes off, and Tav pushes further up, and you give that a try. Because Tav can still create, he can still deliver a good ball into the box, he can still try and dictate a tempo, he can still try and do his captain's duties. So I'd push him up, get Dujon Sterling on, get Antman off, and then if that doesn't work, then you look at Olsen, then you look at Gassama and see if you can change it.
I do think that you're 100% right with Dujon Sterling having to come on, because what will happen is they'll bring off Yang and they'll boot Mighty out wide, Iheanacho will go up top. And then if he's running at Tav, it's a lost cause. He's struggling right now with Yang running at him. What's it going to be like when it's at Daisy Maeda? He knows that he can't cope with him. So I definitely think Dujon has to come on. For me, Danny Rowe has to learn right now. Listen, this team started off okay. They got outrun for the first 5 minutes. They got a goal. They looked like they were in the game. Then Celtic got control of it. And let's be honest, they've had control for a good 25, 30 minutes of this game, Martin, where realistically we've had the ball going forward, but we've done nothing with it. We've not really done anything with it. Mikey Moore has an opportunity to score into an open net, and it's a great block from Liam Scales to put it out. Bar that, we've done nothing. We've been defending. That recovery, by the way, from Nasser Jiga was phenomenal. Phenomenal. that is what we need to be seeing. But if we don't make changes now, we don't win that second half. He needs to know that this is not going to work for us, and the changes need to be made now. See if he waits to 60 minutes, we could be 3-1 down at that point, and then he goes, well, let's put on the players that might be here, might not. Nah, make the changes now and actually start asserting some dominance in the rest of this game.
I think what he has to do, he has to go in at half time and look at how we were attacking and go, right, do you know what? We can 100% get at this Celtic team. Alistair Johnson's not long back from injury. He's not the same Alistair Johnson that we've seen from Celtic in the past. He's nowhere near that player. You could probably argue the same for Romans as well. Romans has played well, okay, but there's so much more in Romans, and he's just not up to full match sharpness yet. So you can look at they two and say that. But if you're Danny Rule, you're looking at it and you're going, right, what's worked for us in that first half? Getting the ball to Chermiti, who's bully and trusty, and he's creating things. So let's work out a way where we can get the ball to Chermiti. Let's work out a way where we can get the ball out wide to Mikey Moore, and if he moves him up to Tav, and let's create that way and just try and be a lot more structurally sound in defence and in the middle of the park. Chukwuemeka's worrying me a little bit.
Yep.
Just a little bit. I don't think he's been terrible, but I don't think he's been good. And one or two things that I've seen that really frustrate me, Alex. I mean, Fernandes has done some things in that first half that are brilliant, right? Absolutely. He's so composed on the ball, right? But he's that composed and he's that laid back that a 5-yard pass puts us in trouble from him. Because he's not hit it either in the right direction or he's hit it too soft. And it's a case of, well, I know what I'm doing. And it's just that lackadaisical moments from a few players in the team. It's about, we need to come out in this second half completely, fully focused. Completely, fully focused on what we need to do, whether that's in defence, whether that's in transition, whether that's up front. We can't take our eye off the ball for a second because this Celtic team will hurt you. They will hurt you. It only takes a second, Alex. And I've made this argument loads of times, right? But it only takes a second for a ball to get put over the top of Maeda to run onto it and score. Now, Maeda is not a good football player, right? He had a chance in that first half where a decent striker at least gets it on target, but more often than not scores, right? Ironically, from that position, Finlay scored twice yesterday, right? But anyway, I'm not going on about that. But all it takes is for a second for that ball to get put over the top and Maeda's through in, and it's a 50-50 whether he scores or not. So we need to be very, very, very careful of that. We just need to focus. Giga's been good. Giga's been very good. Like you say, that last-ditch tackle, which saved a goal, was phenomenal. The speed, his recovery. So yeah, look, this can go anyway in the second. There's no call in this game. We could come out and score 3. They could come out and score 3. We could both come out and score none. It's all about Alex. What team wants it more, right?
Yeah.
And which manager is proactive first? Well, which manager's proactive? Because if you're then it's a reactive after that, right? Whatever manager's proactive probably helps his team more go on and win this game.
Fully agree with you. I think that if it's going to be Rangers, it has to be subs at half time. I do think one thing that you didn't mention that's been working, and I don't know how because it's never worked all season, but how the feck is Jack Butland launching those balls straight up the right channel to Tav. Like we've not done that all season, but yet he's just launching them up and Tav's taking it down every single time and getting us on the attack. See if he can actually bring the ball down and Yusuf Chermiti can get on the end of it. That's a goal. And I think that's maybe why I agree with you in this respect of putting Tav at right wing. See if he's got Tav to aim for, he will just literally launch that to him every single time. Ant-Man isn't there to help him out. I think that when you look at Fernandes, one thing that really annoyed me, because he's been solid all season in this respect, how's he getting bullied off the ball by Daizen Maeda? He got put in his arse. How I know that we then got the foul for it, but how are you getting put on your backside like that? You should be out muscling him to a point where he's got no hope of getting forward.
Oh, yeah, you absolutely should, but it's clever for Maeda. You know, he's got that low centre of gravity, the position, the two players when the ball's coming through, and he's used his body well. That's the biggest mistake Fernandes has made.
Yeah.
Out with that, I think he's been pretty decent. There's still a few worries in there about the defence, but there's always going to be because no defender's perfect. What's annoying me more is that we're trying to play out through this Celtic press, which has caught us a few times, right? But then see when we do play out of it, Alex, We're launching it after we've played out with the Celtic press. So why are you taking the risk when you've got Maeda up front, who's probably the quickest player in Britain, right? He's that fast. And you're trying to play out and Celtic are pressing pretty high. They're really trying to win the ball back high. We're playing out of it, and then we're looking up and we're going, right, now we're going to launch it.
Yeah.
See if you're going to do that, launch it for the goalkeeper. Or play to the centre-back, and the centre-back launches it. Don't try and play out of a tight press, and then once you're out, launch the ball. That doesn't make any sense.
I mean, Fernandes did that in the first half. I think he beat 4 of them and then launched it up the line, and it managed to get Chimiti. And I think we won the throw-in from it that we almost scored. But I know that you said that Nick Walsh was having an okay-ish game. What do you make of the head knock on Diamande, where Yang comes in, clears him out, he plays on, and then ultimately gives a foul to Celtic, and we go from there. So
Does Yang get the ball?
What's that?
Does Yang get the ball?
I think he gets the ball after he clears out Dio.
If he gets the ball first, it's not a foul. If he clears out Dio and gets the ball, it's a penalty.
He clears him out, goes down with a head knock, we play on, and then one of their players goes down, and he ultimately gives the free kick to them. But that offside goal is definitely an offside. Like, I'm sorry, you can't have 2 players. I think it was Dougal that said in the comments, we got a goal like that chopped off against Dundee because we had somebody standing beside the goalkeeper. You can't then say that, right, because they're standing there, they don't interfere with it, but standing right beside Jack Butland, right, we'll just give the goal. Because why would Nick Walsh call over both captains? Because he knows it's going to get checked and then go, right, let's just call this off. And VAR goes, no, by the way, that's a goal. It's a great ball in. I'm not disagreeing with that. It's a great pass from Luke McCowan. It's a good finish. But you cannot have 2 players that far behind the defence and then go, by the way, that's onside. It's categorically offside. If that's us, I'd be going, by the way, that's offside. You'd be going, that's offside. Waiting for them to say it's off and move on. The fact it was given just baffles you.
It's offside. It's as simple as that. It's offside. And look, we can sit here and complain about it. It's been given. There's nothing we can do about it. It's frustrating. It's annoying, but it's offside. And what also worries me is how easy it was, though. For McCowan to play that pass. It's a great pass for McCowan. I don't like him. I don't think he's a great player, but it's a great pass. And then into the box, and there's nobody near Yang at the edge of your 6-yard box.
Aye, nobody.
There's nobody near him. And it's a decent finish, but it's offside. Simple as that. And it's not given. Simple as that.
But then I suppose when you look at it, this has been a bit of a weekend of bad calls, Martin. Obviously, that one you could say is offside. Hearts denied an absolute stonewall penalty yesterday. It just talks about the competence of VAR and the officials in Scotland, because that was a definite penalty yesterday for Hearts. I was going, right, there you go, pen 2-1, and that'll be them cheering away. The fact that he was sent over to the monitor to look at it, not given, just shows that I don't think Walsh would have went anywhere near the monitor. I don't think he goes anywhere near it today for Rangers. I think if there's anything that Rangers do, he's straight at the monitor. We speak about how we need to wait on Rangers being booked. Chimiti gets booked. Then Johnson, who's on his 3rd foul, then gets booked. I know you said it wasn't a card, but fact that foul after foul before we're actually seeing anything, it's just becoming a bit too convenient and a bit too consistent, Martin.
Aye, well, let me clarify my stance on the Johnson thing. If he gets sent off for that, and if a Rangers player gets sent off for that, I'm a little bit annoyed, but I can understand why. The way he's come in, studs are up. I get it that in nowadays football, that's a foul, right? I get it. The way that I look at it is, and the way that I would like it to be, although I get the arguments, then people would just try it and then people are going to get hurt. If a player comes in like that and fully gets the ball and slides right through it, but he gets the ball, for me, that's not a foul for me. Just for the simple fact that that's just my opinion. But if he gets a red or he gets a yellow or whatever, you can't complain. I've only seen the tackle once, to be fair, right? I've seen it once.
Focusing it was above the ankle when they've come out and caught him. That it should have been a red. They've made a change at halftime as well. They've brought on Tanetki, so I'm guessing that's for Yang. I don't think we've made any changes as my screen goes black, which is all good. So that's a good way to start the second half. Come on, there you go. Well, I don't think we've made any changes from what I can see, Martin. I don't think we've made anything. I will try and get this game back on. There you go. No changes at half time. Second half has started. Once I can get the second half started, Martin will depart us. But
Yes.
My PC is having an absolute nightmare right now that I can't even get it on. There we go. We are back on. So we're about 30
Right, well,
seconds.
and I'll just put my hand up and say I've only seen the Alistair Johnson tackle once. If to me he got the ball, therefore if you get the ball, it's not a red. But I will have a look at the angles again. If everybody in Sky saying it's a red card, then I will be happy to put my hands up and say I got that one wrong.
There you go.
Alex, mate, enjoy the second half. I'll be back on at the end, mate, for a wee quick reaction with yourself if you've got the time.
No worries, mate. All good.
Regardless of what happens, I will be back on at the end of the game. So,
as Martin has a family emergency to dip away to, and will not be back on. Right, cheers, mate. Thank you very much. See you in a bit. Right, so there you go. Seamless as that. We will move it straight back over. Thank you very much to Martin for helping us through the halftime there. He's always wrong though, so let's just say boo in the comments to Martin for being wrong and saying that it wasn't a red. No, I'm only joking, but it's going to be one of those where it could go either way. It really could. I'm going to stop that. Rangers do have a free kick here. Ping that. There we go. And beats absolutely nobody. There we go. So no changes going into the second half for Rangers yet. I am very surprised that we've made no changes. Well, actually, I'm not very surprised at all. It's becoming very much accustomed to the Rangers way to not make any substitutions and just go ahead and play as we are. So let's see how the second half unfolds for Rangers. That's a very poor ball. Oh, Dio's caught there. That should be a yellow. That should be a yellow from Calum McGregor. Of course it's not though. On Emmanuel Fernandez. Right. Let me see if I can get this working because it's going to annoy me. Nah, not going to work. Sorry, folks. Kind of bring up the comments just now, so apologies for that. We'll just close that. There we go. Right, surely that's a yellow card now. He's got a full HUD of the jersey there. Pulls him back and it's now in a yellow card. How can that not be? He's breaking away. How's that not a yellow? If they move Maeda out wide and keep Tav on until they score, then you can call Martin. It's curtains. It'll be curtains if they keep him on if they move him out wide. But how is that not a foul there? They've literally pulled him back. How long until the dreaded Dio red? Let's hope it doesn't happen, my friend. Let's hope it doesn't. And now 15 seconds ahead. Jesus. I think I'm live. I am. I'm bang on time. Have the free kick in. Beats everybody. Romans keeps it alive, though. Puts it back in the middle. Fernandez gets absolutely cleared out there. Wee bit of snappy feet here. Our passing's been poor for 4 seasons. You're definitely right. Need to cut the gap and chase for Champions League football. We need to cut the gap, but to do that, we need to play a lot better, which we're not doing. Oh, he's definitely shitting it to send one of them off. If you think, why am I looking over there? By the way, the comments are on that side, so that's why I'm looking over there. Right, we cannot sit back in the second half. Absolutely no chance. Well done, Tav. Can Tav get onto this? Nope. Oh. We do one bit of good play and then just give him the ball straight back. That should be a Rangers. How is that a corner? How is that a corner? Oh. This is going to be a long half if Rangers don't pull the finger out. Yes, I know that we are in their patch, but my God. Oh. Jesus Christ. Oh, no. Oh. Just had a fully sent to me. One of my colleagues is on holiday, and yeah, he's got me on the telly. There you go. Only a swear word every 2 minutes, he says. Well, cheers, Eric. Thank you very much, sir. I think that was the first corner, aye. My clock is ahead of your wee clock by about 20 seconds. I don't get how he's out muscling Fernandes. I really don't. I really, really don't. And it's starting to really annoy me, the fact that he's getting out muscled here. Just constantly getting out muscled on that attacking phase of play. Constantly. Rangers need to do something to shore up this defence here, because we're just getting dominated. Well, it's the first corner in 100 years. Oh my fucking God. How have they had that oh, one ball across. Look at the space here. Just able to turn. Negan gets a ball across and he just puts it in. Daisamida almost making it 2-1. Jeezy beeps, man. How long are we going to be sitting here before we see a change from Danny Rowe? Because there needs to be one now. Oh my God. We're just getting, look at the fucking space. Well done, Dio. Oh my God. Oh. Just get the fucking ball clear, man. Oh, for fuck's sake. Chase it, Yusuf. Chase it, son. Close him down. It's all Celtic, and it's just an absolute shambles, as you say, William. It's been a long half of football. Look at the space they're getting to just take the ball forward. Konecki giving Ant-Man all the problems here. He's struggling to deal with this. Negrin. Scotland should change the league systems. Instead of 4 leagues, they should have 2. If we had a top 5 of 18 teams, we might get more teams in Europe. Might not even get a good half today. Got the defibrillator out. Pressure building, goal is on its way, no doubt. Roll out, seen enough. That's it. 2-1. Game done. Dyson Maida. Game done. Game set match. Game done. Game done. Too far offside he is as well. Oh, nice. Miles on. Miles on for that ball there. Miles on side. One ball across. Fernandes beat. Goal. Fucking needed subs. And yeah, this is what we're getting. Fucking absolutely nothing. Absolutely fuck all. We needed subs at half time. We fucking spoke about it. And yet, nothing. Not one from Danny Rowe. Now he's going to have to. Oh, fuck. Please, for the love of fucking God, get Oliver Ant-Man off. What did I say at half time? Move to have up, bring on Sterling, the goal doesn't happen. I literally just tell us that Maida's a crap player too. That's another fucking foul of a shirt pull. Oh. Oh. Danny, don't fucking sit down, man. Get your subs ready. That's another jersey pull. Another one. Already bad, Bob. This now gives them all the momentum for next week and then the last game of the season. Oh, fuck off. Dio. What the fuck is Dio doing, man? What the fuck is Dio doing there? Oh, it's going to be a hard one to take, I'm telling you. Three-one. Right, Linda, that's your first warning hint. That's a spoiler there. You're, oh, for fuck's sake, you're miles ahead of me. But 3-1. 3-1. Maida gets all the fucking time in the world to hit an overhead kick like that. Game done. Game fucking done. I literally fucking said, by the way, I literally said that we needed subs. Wait till we go 3-1 down and then we'll make subs. Oh, Joldy, I wouldn't have me on, pal. I'm getting ready to fucking go too. Still not a single fucking sub, man! 12.5 minutes and we're 3-1 down. 12.5 minutes and we are 3-1 down. Fucking 2 goals in 4 minutes for Dyson Maeda. We are. Oh. They're both down the right side. Yeah. Yeah. Triple substitution now. Gassama, Asgard, and Dujon Sterling. Tavernier goes off for Dujon Sterling. How fucking late does he want to leave it, man? Honestly. Just sort the fucking graphic out me as well. So what's he done? Dio, Tav, and Ant-Man. And now they're fucking singing Danny Rowe. They've chucked it. They've actually chucked it. You can see they've chucked it. We're getting absolutely dominated in the midfield because they fucking chucked it, man. They're just getting bossed about now. There's another foul by Dyson Maida. Oh, where the people fucking tell me about it. Bob, you're right, they do. They do. Appealing for a penalty. Aye, they're joining the chat. Aye, you're right. Right, let's sort this out. Let's get that away. Look. There we go. He's back in. Martin, you all right, mate?
I'm not surprised, to be honest with you, mate. I'm really not surprised. I don't think I've appeared on screen right enough.
You're on that screen, yeah. You're on screen. What I can do is wait till I share the screen, you'll be able to see it.
It's not a surprise, mate. I mean, this is what we do in the second half of games.
Yep. There you go, mate. Can you see now?
Aye. This is what we do in the second half of games. Completely and utterly collapse. Maeda's made me look like a bit of an idiot.
He's made you look like a right idiot, to be fair, mate. You did say that he wasn't a good player, and then he's went, well,
still, look, I stand by it. In terms of an actual football player, I don't think he's good. What he's excellent at is using his pace to his advantage. And the overhead kick, I mean, that's once in a lifetime overhead kick, that.
Aye, 100%.
But we just look just shit. And not making any changes at half time. And then waiting until we go 3-1 down to then bring on 3 players. It's just not good enough. It's just not good enough.
No, it definitely isn't good enough, mate. It really isn't. And it's actually embarrassing, is what it is. It's embarrassing. The fact that we're sitting here going, oh, it's fine, we'll get it eventually. We've just no.
It's just to be expected, really, now, isn't it? And I'll tell you what, for all the people who were shouting rule out, I mean, this is doing nothing to help him.
And it won't, though. It won't do anything to help because fucking it's so true. There we go. We've got the clock back. There we go. This could be 4. Nygren. Tanetke. We're just getting absolutely embarrassed here, by the way.
And look at that. Their half-time subs making a difference, Alex.
Oh, I wonder what you can do with that, to be fair, mate, you know.
I'll be surprised if there's many Rangers supporters still watching this.
Well, I'm only watching because we have to, mate. Scored again, Danny Rule. Dougal said it. He's won 1 of his last 5 against him. 1 of his last 5, mate.
This could end up 4 or 5.
This is fucking embarrassing. That's what I said.
Players have gave up. No interested.
I said that. They've already put their jackets on. Oh.
Aye, Jason, mate, I'm lost for words as well.
Just going to sit here, mate. I can't be bothered. We said it at half time, but we've literally given Hearts. We've given them the title. We've given them the title.
Yeah, I think they beat Hearts in the last day of the season. I think they beat them.
I was speaking to one of the boys at my work, and the fact that If they lost this today or dropped points, their place would have been absolutely empty when they're out it. Now it's going to be absolutely full to the brim because they know for a fact they can win it now at home against Hearts.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
We're just getting fucking schooled. Like, there's actually no way of getting back into this game. I'm sorry, but there's really not. There's just no way. We've not got the fight. We've not got the passion. We've not got the desire to actually get back in this fucking game. The fact that we kept these players on that were struggling to a 3-1 down, Martin, and then go, right, now let's make the fucking change. It's embarrassing. It's actually embarrassing. We are a team just to be laughed at constantly. Right, fucking, that's a yellow card. Again, that's a shot pull, man. That's the first one that's been booked.
I mean, how Engels didn't get booked is beyond me. The shot pull is beyond me how he never get booked. But I'll be honest with you, Alex, mate. I'm too angry at Rangers to get angry at the officials or anything else. We're just so poor, man.
Game. We are going to do nothing. Like, regardless if we get a goal back or not, we're doing nothing. Like,
let's call a spade a spade. This is a poor Celtic team, right? This Celtic team is never going to be this poor again, right? And they're making us look stupid.
Because no matter how good we think we are, mate, we are just poor. Brandon Barker.
What's been the tactics in the second half for the manager when we've got the ball? What's he said to them? Just all stand next to each other and don't move and
either stand right on each other's toes or go so far away from each other that a pass can't be made to you. Make sure that whenever you get the ball, there's a Celtic player right in front of you and then fucking pass the ball to him. We pay Wolfsburg to take Danny Rule.
He's doing himself no favours, Rule. He's doing himself absolutely no favours. They are, and listen, technically Celtic are a much better team than us. I think that today's proved it, Cassie. I think you're absolutely right.
100%. That's why they're second and we're not.
Yeah. Handball there.
Handball?
No. Handball, that's what I thought.
Sure.
Give a goal kick.
It's a handball. Well, it's going to be no appeals for Celtic fans, is there? Fucking commentator going, well, there's half-hearted appeals there. They're not, the Celtic fans are not going to appeal, are they?
Oh, there's Jim Goodwin sitting in his box.
No Celtic fan, no.
And David Gray and the new Celtic manager sitting there as well.
Aye, fucking 3 managers from fucking teams that are trying to chase for the title or at least stay in the league are all there in attendance in their wee box. Aye, that's not a penalty, by the way, honestly. Mickey Moore.
Do you know who I feel quite sorry for? Chermiti.
He's working his socks off, man.
And every time he's had an opportunity, he's done really well. And the rest of the players running about him are just nowhere to be seen.
Well, exactly. I think they were going to. The manager, the Hibs manager was there. The Aberdeen manager was there. The fucking Motherwell manager was there. And yet these are teams that are meant to be trying to stop Celtic, but they're all there in attendance in the Celtic end.
That doesn't really bother me, to be honest.
No, but it's folk are going, but look at these managers that are there. The fact they're there just shows
Jim Goodwin's got a season ticket. Jim Goodwin's got a season ticket, hasn't he? So, and by all accounts, the Motherwell manager, I always forget his name, is going to be the Celtic manager next season. So,
Askew will be their manager.
Aye.
What a TV show we're in. Oh.
You know, Barron and Chermiti are the only two really that get pass marks for me.
Aye. Maybe Mikey Moore, a wee bit.
A wee bit.
For that, nobody else gets even close to a pass mark, man. Fucking Fernandez out at left wing.
Taking everybody on. It's
He's been given offside. How's he offside when he's got the fucking ball? Oh. No, Rangers don't play Motherwell. Celtic play
Celtic
Motherwell. We play Hibs.
Celtic play Motherwell. He's done his job, CGM, when he's had to. Aaron, I'm not saying he's been phenomenal. I'm just saying he gets pass marks. But pass marks in this game,
Very hard to
very
come by.
low on it.
Aye. Oh, it's a comedy show, Kelly, you're right. It is. It's an absolute fucking comedy show. Oh,
the first 3 games of the split and we lose them. First 3 games.
All three. This was our 3 cup finals, Martin, and we lost all 3 of them. It's not mentality, I should remember.
No. No, it's just that the 3 teams that we've played have been on the level of Barcelona and Real Madrid and Bayern Munich.
Mikey?
Again, with Moore there, he's done really well and he's just tried to do too much. There was a wee pass there out to the right he could have played, but he's on a run and he wants to keep going. And what does Asgard bring to this game, by the way?
Fuck all. Mikey Moore again.
Sama just absolutely shitting it for the ball.
Jermitty. Oh, and he hits the side net.
It's a corner at it.
Did he win the corner? I thought he pointed it for a goal kick there.
No, he corner at it. Again, he's used his strength well, he's battled well, he's caused the Celtic defence problems, and he's had no support.
Danny, go. Danny, go. Fuck's sake. Oh, my God, man. Ball in. Nibdi, Gustama.
He just stands
on
there.
Nobody stands fucking static. Romans puts the ball in. Back post.
Corner.
A corner. After Engels is down holding his face like he's just been absolutely smashed about. Oh.
I'll tell you, right, I'll be honest with you, right, I don't really care. But if you're Derek McInnes or you're any of the Hearts players watching this, you're raging, aren't you?
Fucking right, yeah.
That we've just absolutely collapsed.
We've just went, oh, by the way, hold the league. There you go. Just fucking take it. Take it. Because what that does to the league...
What's that? Johnston and Engels lying on the deck?
Yep. What that does to the league, it puts them 1 point behind Hearts with 2 to go. Bless you.
Bless me.
McInnes just put his foot through his telly.
Aye. He will have, by the way. Hearts would have put up a better fight than this. Oh.
Will there be a reaction show? No, there won't.
No, we're just talking. That's why I've come on now.
Mark's got a family emergency at full time.
I'm going to record a wee video at the end of this.
Again, no, that is again our fucking clear out, by the way. Oh my God. The Scotsman Payne, thank you very much for that £2 super chat. That's 4 times Martin O'Neill has schooled Danny.
I don't agree with that.
Yeah, thank you very much.
I think there's been a couple of games this season where we've played well, we've just not managed to get the win. I wouldn't say that's schooled. I would just say, the cup we got a man sent off and Celtic should have and they didn't, which made it a lot more difficult.
Keep it going, Celtic.
Yeah,
Celtic take the title. Oh, here they come.
Well, he's got the better of him. He's absolutely got the better of him, Scotsman. But schooled, I think, is a little bit harsh.
Chuk Lamy for Bojan Miovski, so now we're going a 2 up top.
Kawani's been poor, I think.
Going to this like 4-2-2 probably.
He's definitely going 2 up top, isn't he?
Aye. Right, because I don't like the way that looks, we're just going to stick with that and move that there, move that there, that there. Jesus Christ, I'm going to do that. Just because I don't like the way that 4-2-2 looks.
See there, Robbins brings it forward, plays it into Asgard. Asgard looks ahead, doesn't see anything and has to pass it back. And now we need Fernandes to go on a run who loses the ball and puts us under pressure. Luckily, we win it back. Fernandes again. Demure on the left, who tries to play it through to Robbins. It's good defending. Is it Johnston?
Johnson's got a hold of his arm, though. Right, Johnson's already in a booking. So if you're going to get a card out here, Johnson's off. There should be a yellow card for both of them. That means Johnson's off. Has to be.
What's went on there?
So Tower Robbins is trying to break through. Alistair Johnson's got a hold of his arm, pulls him down, and then the ball goes out of play. You have to book both of them there. You book Robbins and you book Alistair Johnson.
You won't book anyone.
Get sent off.
You won't book anyone.
You have to. That's they've caused a clash. You have to book them.
No, but he's not booking anybody. You can tell by the look in his face. He's not booking anybody.
If he knows if he has to book them, he sends them off. So he can't send them off. You'll talk to each other, so he doesn't have to. But he books Tierney, and it wasn't even fucking Tierney. It was Alistair Johnson. Oh, you're arse, by the way. He is shot out of that there because he knows who he has to fucking send off. That is shit in the bed of the highest order, by the way.
That's 2 red cards they should have had in this game.
Aye. That is, like, you can't be fucking, you can't be, oh, man. It's definitely a booking to Alistair Johnson, but you can't book him because you have to send him off, and you can't be putting him into 10 men. Absolutely not.
Offside.
You're even talking about it on the fucking in the commentary as well. That
that's a red card.
Yellow. Yellow again. James Cameron, been a member for 31 months. Got it. I never got an overtime shift today, having to watch this shite.
He's actually brought his arm up and smacked Chermiti in the face.
Surely that should be violent conduct. They know what they're doing now. They know what they're doing now. I took time off work for this pish. Feel sorry for you. Feel sorry for you. Because this is diabolical.
Again, whoever put that in the comments, mental behaviour.
You don't have 9 men, so what do you fucking mean?
Oh.
That just shows that you can't get the fingers out count. If you only got 9 fingers, that's what you've counted. Fucking honestly. How, like, there's no players been sent off. Had him with the ball in, that post.
Straight at him.
Straight at him. Make eviction.
By the way, John, you're not the first person I've seen that said you've not renewed your season ticket. That's offside. It's offside. That's what I mean about Maeda.
Anyway. It's it wide as well.
That's what I mean about he's an instinctive finisher. He's not a natural finisher.
Stuart on the other foot, we're down to 9 or 8 in this match. 100%, Tunnocks. 100%. I actually don't think he's offside there, to be fair. I actually don't think he's off.
Oh, Test, I agree. Celtic would have won this game regardless because we're bottlers. It doesn't mean you still can't point out.
What a shock, by the way. He knows that he's got away with it, so he's took off one of his fullbacks because he knows that he's like, oh, wait, Johnson should have been off. Let's get fucking Tony Ralston on just to avoid that. Exactly, Greg, you're right, by the way. The fact that they didn't get that Stonewall penalty just shows you everything that's going in their favour.
Absolute failures, every single one of them. Look at the space Celtic we've got in the middle of the park.
He score 9 minutes into the game, Martin, and then just shit the bed.
Asgard brings it forward. What does Asgard do with it? Passes it out to Gassama, who's non-existent. Just gets taken off the ball by Maeda.
Oh my fucking fucking hell! Maeda gets a yellow card. Pigs have flu, mate. Pigs have flu. Guys, Maeda's got a yellow card. Jesus Christ! Martin has disappeared. Oh, we know what he's up to. YouTube doesn't like it. Sama. And then he's just dawdling. Fucking get forward, man. We've accepted we've lost this game, by the way.
Yeah, they've accepted it, yeah.
We've fully accepted it. Why are we going round the back? We're not winning 3-1, by the way. We're losing 3-1, and yet we're going in the back here. And you're right, by the way, Stuart. Keeping Gassama over Curtis was criminal.
Mm-hmm.
Romans, Asgard, Moore, Fernandez puts the ball in and goes over the top of everybody. Gassama keeps it alive though.
Pass the ball, pass the ball, pass the ball!
I'll shut myself there. Martin's getting fucking aggro here. Aye, Rangers have let us down, aye. Well, we'll see what happens next season, lads.
Aye, yeah. We'll take this game, we'll learn from it, and we'll come back stronger.
James Cameron, thank you very much, my friend, for that £10 super chat. We have the greatest support in the world, but we have a team and a manager that do not deserve our support. Kavanagh, make the change tonight. Thank you very much for that £10 super chat. All the support is very much appreciated.
James,
I cannot see us making any change.
I don't even know who that is coming on for them.
Mr. Archie.
I don't know who that is.
Left back, Uruguayan left back.
There's no way Kavanagh does that, by the way. If he is going to change it, it'll be once the season's over and done with. There's no way he does that tonight or before the end of the season, in my opinion.
And James Stewart with that £10 super chat as well. Thank you very much, buddy. We need a manager.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
Yep.
Martin said it in the halftime build-up that we needed somebody that was proactive, not reactive. Danny Rowe's been reactive to the fact that we've gone 3-1 down and done fuck all with it. Simple as. Isaiah Maeda schooled Rangers with 2 goals in 4 minutes. Scored a very, very good overhead kick. But again, a ball given away by Chukwueze, who then didn't track it back. And yet, this has probably been one of their poorest seasons, and they're going to win a double, Martin.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's frustrating. I mean, listen, don't write Hearts off just yet.
No.
You know, every time Hearts have, dropped points or whatever, they've came back stronger. Any time they've been under a wee bit of adversity, not any time, but most times they've been under a wee bit of adversity, they've come back and they've won when everybody wrote them off. So absolutely not writing Hearts off. But I think now Celtic are favourites.
Do you know the annoying thing is as well, right? Martin gave me the opportunity to take this game off. And I was like, nah, mate, it'll be fine. I hate myself anyway. I'll take this game. And now I'm sitting here fucking raging. And it's only 1:45 on a Sunday afternoon.
Yep. We are the people. I always see your comments, right? And oh, fuck's sake, Asgard. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, man. Jesus, what is even the point in bringing him on in a game like this?
No point.
We are the people as the most positive in our comments, right? Every single time, if we lose, listen, we'll win the next game. If we drop points, listen, we'll make it back. We'll beat them. And he's always wrong.
Jordy, you're 100% right, by the way. I love abusing my own mental health a day, mate. The other thing is, though, right, you've got absolutely zero confidence that Motherwell will do anything midweek against Celtic when their own fucking manager is at the game. sitting
Aye,
amongst
but he's
another
there
manager.
scouting. I
who's
wouldn't
just-
listen. I wouldn't read too much into that. He's there scouting.
He's sitting with the Hibs manager and the Aberdeen manager sitting above them. Like you can't be sitting there going, "Oh, we're just scouting them out." When you're fucking celebrating the fact that they're winning 3-1, you know that the fact he's going to sign for them as soon as the season finishes, and yet he's sitting there going, "Oh, just watch them 1-3-1."
We are the people. I'm going to be correct sometime. Maybe next season, mate. We'll see how it goes.
Love the optimism, mate, but no, no. Oh, Giga, you fucking missed the heater there, you. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh.
I don't think it's defensible anymore, William, either.
No, Celtic don't have an extra match. They've got
And they do. They've got a
Motherwell
cup final.
and they've got Hearts.
They've got a cup final as well.
Aye, well, they've got the cup final. Oh my God, Asgard actually played a pass.
And then it's just so poor.
The Romans.
That's a free kick. Yeah.
Yep.
It's so easy for Celtic in the second half. They've done nothing. Absolutely nothing.
I know that folk from my work are watching this, right? Because I'm getting in my group chat at work. I'm getting fucking 40s. I'm calling in sick tomorrow, right? I'm not going to work. Going in sick, right? Oh,
I need to put out the schedule after this game.
I'm just marking not available, right? Fuck you. Just not available. Fuck, I can't even get away with no doing a show on Wednesday because we fucking play. Hibs. Couldn't even muster a draw. Exactly. We get one goal and then we shit the bed. One goal. Do it for Tav. Oh, okay. Lose every game. No sweat. Fucking.
Aye.
Oh. What is Engels screaming for there?
I mean, that's a free kick to Rangers.
Aye.
That's a free kick to Rangers.
I can't believe the first half was the good one. Aye. Neither can we. And aye, it will be Conference League, aye. Fucking play on. Walsh, we've got the ball. Fucking play on.
That's a very good question for William, by the way. Do you think the owners will need to come out publicly and back him now? Rangers fans will be calling for blood. It all depends on the reaction from Rangers supporters to this game. I think you're going to see a lot more now.
I don't think he's going to free
Coming
kick.
out against
Kick
them.
the ball
And by
against
the
him,
way,
yeah,
that's also a good point, Dougal. Engels there looking at Barron all the way, goes right into him and goes down holding his head. Shitbag behaviour for Engels.
Yep. Who's getting booked there, by the way? Oh, Rio
I
Hightower.
don't know. Mate, I'm barely even watching it.
Penalty to Rangers. No chance.
Romans has got nothing left in the tank.
No, you can see it. And here we go.
When's the last time we lost 3 league games in a row?
I honestly can't tell you.
Somebody in the comments want to find that out.
We're just now getting past about here.
Look how many Celtic players are back defending. And look how many Rangers players are attacking. It's just ridiculous.
2001, 2002. "24, 25 years ago, mate. There you go. What is it? 1 minute added on, 2 minutes added on. It'll be minimal as fuck.
5.
Oh, fuck your arse, man. We'll play 3.5 minutes.
I think Rule has to go.
Even Russell Martin didn't lose 3 games in a row. Oh, fucking. Get a grip, man. They're not rolling a bit again. Trust it this time.
Corner. This is actually a new low because we normally beat Celtic when there's nothing on it, and they usually win when it matters. I suppose it does matter for them actually. This is probably why they're winning. But there's nothing on it for us. We usually do quite well when there's nothing to play for. Corner comes to nothing. McGregor boots it away. 3.5 minutes to go. That's dangerous for Asgard, but fair play, done it well. And again.
He's just fucking schooling my head. Too late now, though.
That's onside. Corner. I've not even got the energy to commentate, Alex, mate, but I'm scunnered.
Don't know if you can tell me. I've not really been saying fuck all. I'm just fucking sitting here going, I didn't bother. No worry, big brother, you're cool, mate.
Corner headed away, back to Barron, back to Romans. Romans win with a left foot, and it's off the bar. Majowski. Ah, well. It's a decent header for Majowski, but just slightly off target. Hurry up and blow the whistle.
That's exactly how I feel, mate. Honestly, just fucking hurry up and blow the whistle.
Oh, get up! There's 2 minutes to go. Get up!
You're not going to get fuck all. Andrew Sharp, you've been a CEO for 15 months, be as well playing the youth last 2 games. You would? Because it's going to do fuck all for us. We're third, and we're finishing third.
And we now, by the way, mathematically can't win the league.
No. That's a fucking disgusting challenge that they're getting away with, by the way. I'll take a fortnight off from the Rabble and come back refreshed next season. Oh. Listen to that mob, man. Oh. Curtis is flourishing at Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
No good again, unsure where we go. He's all right, honestly.
Yeah. And by the way, thank you for being members for as long as you have, guys, because Rangers do not make it easy. Well, I would imagine that's just about it. There we go, game over.
10 seconds too early as well. There you go. There you go. Couldn't get a fuck. Oh. Fucking hurry. Oh, there we go.
Game done.
Oh, fuck.
Pathetic, Alex, mate. Just absolutely pathetic.
Yep.
I don't know what you say about that second half. I mean, I think we all knew it was coming.
It's definitely coming, mate. Definitely.
We all knew it was coming, especially when Celtic made a change and we didn't. And we came out and we played the second half that this Rangers team plays. And Celtic got a couple of goals, and then basically nothing happened after that. That was basically it. That was the game done. Both
honestly,
sides,
just fucking depressing. Just
both
fucking
sides
depressing.
just seemed happy with that, Alex. 3-1, right? We'll leave it at that. And Danny Rule, I don't know where Danny Rule goes for here. I really don't.
That's where he goes. Off you go.
But we can't be watching that next season. We can't be watching that.
See, to be fair though, we've been fucking very accustomed to watching that now. Honestly, we really have. We've become accustomed to it. We got sucked into this chat that it was 3 cup finals. Well, we will get there. We will get there. 3 cup finals, 5 cup finals. We'll win this. We'll win the league. Then we fucking fall the first hurdle. Then we fall again, and then we just get absolutely schooled by a fucking OAP that's only here for one season. Wasn't predicted to win the league, and we've just gone. There you go, mate. Have it. Danny Rule has got absolutely no excuse to come out here and go, we tried well. You tried well for fucking 9 minutes, got a goal, and then shat the fucking bed. You did nothing after that. Your subs that you brought on, Gisama, did nothing. Asgard did nothing. Dujon Sterling looked all right at left back. You left Hav on far too long. Both goals come down his fucking side. He's putting his hand up, going for offside rather than fucking watching the man that's alongside him. We get a very good goal. But the fact that they get the ball across after 2 or 3 minutes, nobody gets in the way, and Maeda almost scores from it. Should have been a fucking warning sign, and it wasn't. We had nothing going forward. The only highlight I can remember, and it was literally because we only like 2 minutes ago, was the header from Miovski that hits the bar. Bar that, we did fuck all. Honestly, I could sit here and just rant away because it's just not good enough. No. It's not good enough. We are going to sit here and go, right, Motherwell, do us a favour now by beating them or at least drawing with them so it makes the last game of the season interesting, and we will beat Hibs. And it's pathetic that we are now sitting here hoping another team will do a job, because we are that fucking shit, that much of shit the bed mentality team. We don't have the bottle to go forward, Martin, and we'll go, do you know what? We'll settle for third. We don't want Champions League. We don't want a league title. We don't want a cup. Let's just go for Conference League, because that's our level. How we are just going to sit here and go, we spent 50 million as a club. What any of those players actually stays, if any? What, Ter Romans, maybe Manny Fernandez? Is that it? You've got none of those players deserve to be here. None of them actually deserve to play next season. That is the worrying thing. Maybe Yusuf Chamiti, you could say maybe, but in all honesty, fucking none of them deserve to play. You could bring back Finlay Curtis, you could put in a whole youth team, and you still get a better performance than we did there. Danny Rowe sitting on that sideline, sitting down, fucking looking like a lost little puppy. That's not what you need. You should be up there trying to G on your players for the sideline, fucking shouting at them to move, put a tackle and show some passion. The fact that we were getting schooled by a midfield the whole fucking time just shows that we are not good enough. We've not got the passion to keep going. And it's just honestly so infuriating that we sit here, Martin, week in, week out, hoping that it'll get better, hoping that we can see this team do anything, and it just doesn't. And we look like fucking idiots, because you know what? We are sitting here going, it's cool, we'll get there next week. No, now it's we'll get there next season. Maybe. This is just not good enough at all from Danny Rule. He has to go. And listen, I was the one that was saying, have faith in him. Keep him till next season. Let's see if he can get it after a transfer window. Nah, he's got absolutely no fucking clue. None whatsoever. Get rid of him. Please get rid of him. The last 2 games of the season now mean absolutely fuck all. Put in a caretaker for the last 2 games of the season. They mean nothing. We've got Hibs coming to us on Wednesday. Means nothing. We've got fucking away to Falkirk. Means nothing. Get somebody else in. Andrew Kavanagh, you said that you come out when you need to be heard. You need to be heard now. That it's simple as he needs to be heard now. We cannot score and then sit back and go, we will sit here and protect a 1-0 lead. It's not going to happen. It doesn't happen at home. It doesn't happen at fucking Pittodrie, Tannadice, fucking Tynecastle. It's certainly not going to happen at Parkhead. They're going to go for us the whole time. They're going to attack whenever they get the ball. They're going to play the dirty stuff. That's why they had about 6 bookings at the end. Martin, it is honestly not good enough. And I know that we're sitting here going, it's fine. We will get back to a point where next season we can maybe do it. That's bullshit. We cannot be sitting here going, we're third. That's all right. It's unacceptable.
Aye. Listen, mate, you're not going to get any disagreement for me. You're absolutely spot on. And the super chats coming in as well, mate, are pretty much saying the same thing. I mean, there's Gaz in with a massive super chat. Thank you very much, Gaz. Very, very poor again. Danny Rule must go. This can't go on. Alex, you've literally just said that. It can't go on. I think now he does have to go. I think there's context in everything. In the context that he got us back into a position where it didn't look like we were going to get back into. He needs plaudits for that, and he's had them, and he's got them, and he's had the support of the supporters and the fans, and and he's had a bit of support within the Scottish media as well. How well he done to get us back into that position. But then when he got us into that position, you're not playing any different teams. Once you get back into that position, you're playing the same teams, only they've worked out how you've played, so now you need to react, or you need to be proactive enough in your management to go, this is how we're going to play. If it's not going like that, then we're going to move over to this. I'm going to make subs. If I need to make a sub in the 30th minute, I need to make a sub in the 30th minute. He doesn't change anything. Doesn't change what he does, how he goes about it. Doesn't really change formations. He brings on like-for-like players in positions. He's not good enough. He is not good enough when it gets to that next level that we need to go on to and win games and win cups and win leagues and perform well in Europe. He's not good enough yet. And we don't have time. We do not have time to wait until he is good enough, because I've no doubt he will be a very good manager in the future. He will be a very good coach. But right now, he's not what we need at the football club. And the last 3 games have proved that.
They have, and they proved it in the sense that we are not a Sheffield Wednesday, Martin. We are not a Bayern Munich. We are not a team where you can afford to have a slip up. We are chasing the title every single week. Every game matters. Dropping 3 points, you can't come out and go, yes, we played well for 45 minutes, but it's disappointing. Play well for 90 fucking minutes. 90 minutes is a football game, not 45. The fact that all season, since Danny Rule has came in, we have seen it time and time again. We'll get 45 minutes out of this team. Danny Rule will get them G'd up for 45. They were G'd up for 9 minutes today, Martin. 9. What about the other 81 minutes of that game? The fact that we have got no sort of buffer to fall back on here. We're third. We're third. We now cannot be fourth, but we're not getting second because there's no mathematical way we can do it now. It is absolutely diabolical that Danny Rule came in and gave us the belief that we could do something. Spent money and then went, right, we'll get this. Chukwueze was lost for most of that game today. Ryan Nadiri didn't even come on because he's injured. Raskin shat the bed. John Shooter shat the bed. These muscle injuries are quite convenient when the going gets tough and we're actually sitting here going, we need you to actually be in this game. Raskin's conveniently injured. I guarantee you Raskin plays on fucking Wednesday against Hibs. I guarantee he does. So why was he only injured for 3 days? The fact that we are sitting here going, right, what do we do next season? Who do we get in? Do we get in Gerrard? Do we get in the Kevin Muscat? Do we go for Derek McInnes? Because Danny Rule cannot survive this. And Jason's right, it was the false hope. We cannot sit here and go, right, let's get somebody else in. There's nobody that will come into this. Rangers, we've said it for time and time again now, Rangers are a sinking ship. The managers seem to get us up to just at the surface of the water, and then we panic and fall in again. We are just a team that is full of serial bottlers. We really are. Nobody's got that mentality there, Martin, to go and win the league. None of them. And who in that team do you think could actually go and do a shift? Because we're like, right, keep Tav on. If he starts getting a wee bit overrun, get him off. You got overrun from straight away in the second half. Like, I honestly don't understand. Listen, Hibs probably will beat us on Sunday because on Wednesday, because we're that pish right now. We had 4 cup finals and yet we can't even get past the fucking first hurdle. The fact that I'm sitting here, Martin, I'm absolutely raging, and I try to keep my composure or I disappear. My composure's gone. I really am, because what do we do now? What is the point in sitting here trying to back the manager? I'm the biggest advocate of going back the manager until it's too late. It's too late. It's now too late. And I said it in a jokey way against Hearts when we were 1-0 up. I said, do you know what would be quite funny? Danny Rule will get sacked once we play Falkirk, and it'll be 2 managers that we've lost this season to Falkirk. Danny Rule needs to go before we even get to Falkirk. The reason why he needs to go is because it's going to get worse. There's players in there. Finlay Curtis is one of the biggest Rangers fans that we've got at the club, and he's on loan. Doesn't get game time. What can he'd have done a lot more, offered so much more than Jerry Gassama today. Gassama came on, you thought, fuck, has got Gassama on? Exact same with Taylor Asgard. We get these players on.
Just the slight problem with that is that Finlay Curtis wouldn't have been helped by how the team was playing today. I don't think any.
No.
Players the way that we played today would really have achieved anything within that formation and within how we're playing, and the confidence is just shot. It's not there, and it's an all round absolute shit show. And look, Andrew, who's been a member for 22 months, sponsorship tier member, Thanks for going through this pain with us, Alex and Martin. Well, you're very welcome, Andrew. But it's brutal, Alex, mate. It's absolutely brutal. And as Williams also put in a massive super chat as well, get Alex in that dressing room, more passion in the last 5 minutes than we've seen all season. And just on that point, I don't see it on the pitch, Alex.
No.
I don't see it in interviews or anywhere around about the football club. I don't see passion anywhere, mate, anywhere.
No, you don't. You actually see it nowhere. There was a great comment that came in. I can't remember who he was hugging, but see when there was that clash with Romans and Johnson and everybody got involved, Miovski's then got his arm around one of their players. Why? Get in his fucking face and show a bit of passion, show a bit of fight. The fact that none of them do that, if we got a goal,
by the way, the fact that Johnson's not sent off for that as well.
That's ridiculous, by the way. Ridiculous.
You know, and he shat the bed and booked Tierney because that's what Nick Walsh does.
The fact that we've not got somebody like Tav, who's our captain. You look at their captain, right? He's an absolute weapon, our boy. But what does he do? See when they go a goal down or they go a goal up, he's shouting at everybody. He's barking orders. Not one of our players does it. They just sit and go, I said it to you for the Hearts game. They just go, right, I'll do my job. If I do my job, I don't get picked on here. I don't get looked at. I'll do my job and I'm fine. We can't pass the ball. We can't look forward. We can't put in a tackle. We can't score a goal. We just look so poor all over the pitch, right? And see that comment there from Gavin? It's just been taken away by Jordan, but he's going, ha, get it up, yous. Cool. Thanks very much. Get it up, yous, because we're the fucking idiots that's kept Danny Rowe for this long. We are the idiots, so get it up us indeed, pal, because we're sitting here going, we could have won this league if we beat Motherwell and then put in a better performance against Hearts and then Celtic. But now we're going, fuck it, right? Conference League, that's probably better. But let's not slip up against Hibs because Motherwell actually might catch us and we then get fourth and get no European football. Because that's how bad we are right now, that could happen, Martin. And yet we're going, somebody said it earlier on, that the fact that Danny Rowe's not a manager, he's a caretaker manager at best. I have no doubt that Danny Rowe will go on to success in another club. Rangers isn't the club for that. You cannot be too nice. See, if you're nice in this league, you're discarded. You have to be, at times, a horrible bastard. Danny Rowe's not got that in him. He's just not got the fight to be calling folk out, calling players out. I'm not saying you sit here and you throw everybody under the bus, but he kind of come out in that press conference today, Martin, and say any positives whatsoever. He has to say we weren't good enough. We were tactically outclassed. We were outclassed to a man. We got a goal and then just decided to sit back. There's nothing in that performance today where you can say Danny got it right, because he didn't. Nothing in that he got right. And Jack's right. Weak mentality, no heart. That's exactly what we are showing right now. Weak mentality, no heart.
Aye, look, one of the big differences is, right, I think even Celtic fans would agree that Calum McGregor, in terms of the actual player Calum McGregor, is starting to come towards the end of his footballing career, right? He's nowhere near the same player that he was 2, 3, 4 seasons ago, right? Still makes that Celtic team tick, but he still gets into positions where he can make a wee 5-10 yard pass, calm everything down. He gets involved with all the stramashes. He makes sure that his voice is heard and he makes sure that he's seen and he makes sure to wind the Rangers players up, which is what you want for your captain, especially in a derby, right? Who in the Rangers team's doing that? Who's doing that for us?
None of them.
Who's been that focal point? Who's been the one that calms everybody down, that just gets the ball and gives it to the better players and lets them go and do their thing? We've got nobody. Barron's the closest we've got to that, and he ain't no Calum McGregor.
Nope. And why the fuck are we sitting here, Martin, right? We're going, right, we need to get the ball out wide and try and get a ball put in. Why is Manny Fernandez the one having to do that work? You've got Mikey Moore and you've got Jerry Gassama, and we've got a fight from Emmanuel Fernandez getting the ball out wide, trying to take on players, and then ultimately loses it. We've got nobody in that team that's showing a bit of fight, a bit of passion. We got it to 1 each, and we're like, right, okay, let's get it at halftime and see what we can do. Then it went to 2-1, and that's when you want to see a bit of fight, right? Let's get this game under control for the next 5-10 minutes. Cut any momentum they've got. Yes, they've got more fans. Cut the momentum a wee bit. Try and control the game for the next little bit, and then go. Nope, we just capitulated and conceded 2 goals in 4 minutes. And that's what we're looking like. And then for the rest of the game, Celtic just were passing it about, having fun with the ball, trying to get balls over the top. We've got nothing in that team you can actually say we were better. Nothing. And that's what really, really actually hurts, is the fact that there's nothing that we can say, we were better than them in that area on this day because we weren't.
No. We weren't even close to them. And after the third goal went in, it was a simple case of Celtic went, right, we're done.
Aye.
We're done. That's the game done. We'll just slow it down. We don't really need to do anything because we know that Rangers won't offer anything in the second half. And lo and behold, Rangers didn't offer anything at all in the second half. I think that'll do us. Alex, mate, thank you very, very much for your watch along today. Apologies to all the Rangers supporters watching. I know that there's a lot more than just Rangers supporters watching, but apologies to all the Rangers supporters that you had to go through that crap yet again. We shall see what the coming days have to offer. But until then, I'm back later on tonight with your match day extra. That is for our channel members. That's your chance to phone in and have your say on today's game. But apart from that, Alex, mate, thank you very much.
Cheers,
And I will let you deal with all the outro stuff. Take care,
I'll
everybody.
get that done. So thanks very much, folks. And we will leave it there. Martin will be back, as he says, later on. But until then, I'm going to go take a lie down. Martin, cheers, mate. Catch you later on. And thanks very much.